Hunter puts back right side to Corey. Corey on the wing, drives right baseline, has a lane to the basket, lays it up and in from the right side. Got by Harder, who reached him over top and couldn't get to it. 9-6 here. The Puts boys in the lead. Seconds to The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union would like to say thank you to our customers during the Patient Appreciation Event taking place through September 30th. Patients spending $100 will receive $20 off their order. Spend $200, receive $50 off your order, or spend $400 and receive $120 off your order. Contact your local Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader at 563-245-2304 or West Union at 563-422-6085 for more details. Some exclusions may apply. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union would like to say thank you to our customers during the Patient Appreciation Event taking place through September 30th. Patients spending $100 will receive $20 off their order. Spend $200, receive $50 off your order, or spend $400 and receive $120 off your order. Contact your local Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader at 563-245-2304 or West Union at 563-422-6085 for more details. Some exclusions may apply. We begin the countdown to kickoff for our featured game. We're joined by Turkey Valley football coach Mark Scott. Coach, your team finishing up last year 9-1. I know a number of good kids back for you. First off, let's talk about who's back for the Trojans this season.
Okay, offensively we have, the center, Trayton Holbert's back. That's obviously a key spot for us. The quarterback, Noah Hansen's back from last year. At tailback, Carson Busta shared time last year, so he's back, and he'll share time again this year with junior Burt Busta. And then on the ends, we have coming back, we'll have Chase Hayek and Calvin Bodensteiner both shared some time last year at our ends. And then defensively, defensive backs Carson Busta and Calvin Bodensteiner are back. Oliver Schmidt played invert for us last year. And then up front, we'll have Ryan Franzen back as the defensive end.
All right, so some good pieces there. I take it you expect some kids to kind of step up for you this year.
Yeah, I mean, some of the kids we have, a few of them have played, like rotated in or played one way, and this year they might be playing both ways. Like Chase Hayek will, be on the field most of the time. Oliver Schmidt, Bristol will be on quite a bit. Troy Schmidt he's a senior. He'll be playing two ways. He'll fill in an offensive guard and also on defense. He played quite a bit last year. Also, then Brady Fisher will be our other offensive lineman up front. He's a senior also. He's had some quality playing time in the past.
All right, so certainly, good group there. All right, turning our attention to EDCO, what do you know about the Vikings?
Oh, they had several. They were pretty senior loaded last year, but they have their quarterback back. He's an athletic, scrambler type kid who can throw a ball. They'll have, I don't know, but I assume they'll probably have some younger, bigger backs that were, saw some playing time last year. They might be young up front, but they'll be big. They'll probably be, I'd say team speed-wise, they might be the fastest team we play all year. for overall team speed.
All right, so that's talking about the Vikings there. All right, now for your team then, what do you see as keys in the ball game for your club?
Well, we have to do the things we do. We have to run the ball well, make sure we hang on, don't turn the ball over. When we throw the ball, make good decisions when you throw it and, catch the ball when it comes to you. In defense, we have to be able to tackle, and be able to cover people, put a little pressure on the quarterback. And, if we do get pressure on him, don't let him scramble out and get yards.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thank you.
Turkey Valley football coach Mark Scott and his Trojan team. Countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
It's back to school time again, and that means the fall sports season is in full swing. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona wish all of our area cross-country, volleyball, and football student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Get out and support your local school sports teams this fall. Family Dentistry of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
This is Beth from Sode's Green Acre, Country Market and Cafe in Guttenberg. Are you headed to the Mississippi this weekend? Stop into Sode's Green Acre. You'll find some yummy snacks, heat and serve entrees, seafood, Edgewood locker meats, and a huge selection of spirits, wine, and craft beer from Iowa distilleries, vineyards, and breweries. Whether you're stocking the fridge at the cabin, taking it with you on the boat, or looking for some fun gift ideas, you'll find a taste of Iowa at Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's is more than just a store.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and by Carr Auto Group. We continue the countdown to kickoff for our featured game. We're joined by EDCO football coach James Rochford. Coach, first off, this is a team that reached the postseason a year ago. Let's talk about, first off, who's back for EDCO this year?
Well, as far as starters go, we've got two offensive starters in our quarterback, Cale Funk, and running back Dawson Bergen. On defense, Dawson is the only returning starter. So we're pretty young this year.
All right, so certainly, yeah, a couple of pieces back. So let's talk about some of the other kids you expect to kind of really step up for you this year.
Well, we've got some seniors in Colin Harris, Chase Kirby, Ian Miller. Those guys got to step up and make plays. I think they're capable of it. We just got to get them rolling, get things on the same page. Grady and Caden Cole as juniors, along with Bennett Steger, Carter Oberbrockling. There are juniors that really need to step up this year. We're replacing all of our front line, and so it's going to be a challenge for us. But the kids have been progressing fairly well.
Yeah. So those are some of the upperclassmen, but I think you expect some young kids to take a step up forward for you as well.
Well, right now we've got a couple of sophomores in Price and Will Wiskus that have been stepping in and playing real well. So we're going to need those guys too. If we look at the athletes ready for varsity football, we're talking 11 or 12. So we're not terribly deep by any means. But we've got some kids that can play multiple positions, and we'll have to. So we've got some versatility there.
The other thing is you guys have had a good run here, as far as with some postseason success and teams that have had winning records, and I think you expect that team to kind of build into that, to continue that tradition.
Yeah, we've told the kids, we can qualify for state playoffs. I think it'd be the 5th year in a row. I said, it's kind of unheard of. I do expect it. Some of these younger kids are really, the freshmen, sophomores are really kind of getting their eyes lit up a little bit with the expectations and the work you have to put in and the physicality of the game. But they're coming along. They're not quitting. They're getting better, and that's what it's going to take, is some leadership from the guys up above to pull them along. And I've seen that. They're trying. So it's a tough thing where we've been used to the last 4 years returning 5 to 6 starters on either side of the ball and being able to really kind of just move on from last year, whereas this year we're kind of going back to the basics and the fundamentals of what we're doing. So I'm optimistic the kids are getting it, and we'll get there. It's just taking some time. All
right, a good opponent to start the season, a Turkey Valley team that, of course, expected to be in the top 10. What do you know about the Trojans?
I know they're good. They graduated a pretty good running back, but other than that, they've got their quarterback back. They've got some really tall, lanky defensive backs, some pretty good linebackers. So they're going to be very physical. Turkey Valley always is, and try to run the ball at you. But they have the capability of throwing it too. So they'll be a versatile team that will really challenge us. We've told the kids, we've got to play a near perfect game to win. These guys are going to be ranked in probably the top 5, if I would guess. I haven't seen that come out yet, but they're tough.
All right. Now, you mentioned playing perfect, but as far as your team, what do you want to see out of your team?
Well, even yesterday in an offensive practice, we jumped offside 5 times. We just can't have that. We lined up out of position 5 or 6 times. We can't have that. It's those little things that you're destined for failure if you can't even line up correctly. And we've got to get that stuff down, run to the right places. But we're kind of getting our kids into positions of where we think we see them playing, and they just need a lot of reps there. Sure. And that stuff is coming. So just no mental errors would be great, or very few, I guess. Being perfect is hard to ask for, but yeah, that's the key.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thanks, Dan.
EDCO football coach James Rochford on his Viking team. The countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns Family Dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
As a busy mom, I have challenges keeping my family on track, but appointments for healthcare visits are no longer one of them. Veterans Memorial Hospital has now opened a new clinic in Waukon, so complete care for my entire family is more accessible than ever, and providers care for all ages, so everyone gets the care they need when they need it. It's a welcome addition for busy families like ours and our community. To learn more, go to veteransmemorialhospital.com.
Veterans Memorial.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift.
Welcome back once again here. We continue, and we'll take a quick break right after this.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Welcome back once again here to Edgewood-Colesburg, getting ready for this ball game tonight with EDCO Turkey Valley. It is the season opener. You expect some kinks being worked out on the field for both these teams, and that is the same for us here tonight at Community Dreams in Edgewood. And again, you are joining the live stream here on KCTN.com. So we continue, and we are live here at Community Dreams Field. Everything is good to go. Let's talk about EDCO. Let's get talking about the Vikings here. They come in a season ago, reached the postseason, dropped a hard-fought decision to Waco. Let's first off talk about who's back for EDCO.
Well, you talk about Dawson Bergen, another senior. He had 28 carries, 248 yards, 7 touchdowns on the ground. Of course, Price Rochford, as a freshman last year, had 18 carries, 3 touchdowns, 167 yards on the ground. But I think it all starts with Cale Funk. He's a returning quarterback. As a quarterback, he had 72 completions, over 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. Add on another 10 touchdowns on the ground, 496 on 71 carries. I think Cale Funk is definitely on everybody's radar for Turkey Valley.
All right, now for Turkey Valley, let's talk about the Trojans. We didn't get the opportunity to talk about who's back for Turkey Valley.
Turkey Valley, I think everybody's worried with Marcus Harold leaving last year. He had over 1,100 yards last year, but we've got Noah Hansen. I think he's going to be the play caller for the Trojans. He's a quarterback. He had 50 completions last year on 751 yards, 13 touchdowns. He had another 498 yards on the ground on 94 carries, 7 touchdowns. And I think you throw in Carson Booster, who saw a little action last year. He had 4 touchdowns, 250 yards. I think Burke Busta, Oliver Schmidt will all contribute a little bit there to that powerful ground game.
Yeah, Carson and Burke Busta will handle the bulk of the carries for them, stepping into big roles this year. But it is Turkey Valley, a team that is ranked in the top 10, being looked at in the top 10 this season, and figures that they're going to be in the mix in their district and may be among the top teams in the state, and especially what they have coming back here. For EDCO, you've got a couple of pieces to start with, but for them, up front, that's where it's all really going to be decided for them.
Yeah, a lot of beef that they lost up front last year, and I think this line will come together as the season goes, but they're going to be tested tonight up front. I think winning those trench wars tonight is going to be key for both of these teams.
All right, let's go through the starting lineup. Let's start with Turkey Valley offensively. The quarterback is Noah Hansen, a 6 foot, 175-pound senior. Oliver Schmidt is the fullback, 6 foot, he is 180 pounds and a senior. Carson Busta is the tailback, 5'10", 157. Up front, the anchor of the line is Triton Hulbert, 5'11", 215 pounds. He is a senior. The guards are Brady Fisher. He is a 6'1 senior, 210. Troy Schmidt is the other guard, 5'10", 190. Chase Hike starts at an end spot. He's a 6'2", 167-pound junior. And Calvin Bodensteiner is the other end. He is a 6'3", 175-pound senior. For EDCO, offensively, their starting lineup goes like this. The quarterback is Cale Funk, 5'10", 150-pound senior. The running backs, Price Rochford, a sophomore, 5'10", 205. The running back is Dawson Bergen, a 5'9", 135-pound senior. The wide receiver, Bennett Stagger, 5'11", 175-pound junior. The end is Caden Cole. He's a junior, 6'2", 180. The anchor of the line is Will Wiskus, a sophomore, 6'3", 260. The guards are Grady Mather, 5'8", 210 pounds, a junior. Colin Harris is the other guard. He is a senior at 5'10", 145. But again, up front, when you look at EDCO and we talk about those 5 positions up front, it's a lot of raw talent up front that'll have to grow early this season.
It is. It's a lot of, that's exactly right. It's raw talent, but I think they're going to figure things out. It's just how fast can they figure it out? How well can they gel together?
And again, the anchor of the line is Will Wiskus, 6'3", 260. You do have an athletic kid there up front. And this EDCO line, we saw them really adjust to the 8-man game quite well last season. And again, I think you expect this line to get nothing but better as the year goes on. As far as different starters here, for Turkey Valley, Schmidt and Hike are the defensive ends, along with Franzen and Busta, with Schmidt playing a linebacker spot. But Mo Tiniaro is a 5'7", 225-pound senior. He's the nose guard, and his job is to create some havoc up front. And then Carson Busta and Calvin Bodensteiner are your quarterbacks for Turkey Valley defensively. Meanwhile, for EDCO, Mather and Cole play defensive ends. Chase Kirby starts at the nose guard spot, a 5'7", 150-pound senior. Then as far as the linebackers, you'll see Price Rochford and Carter Oberbrockling as the linebackers. Carter Oberbrockling, a 5'10", 190-pound junior. But Dawson Bergen, Cale Funk, and Ian Miller all play in the secondary, but Bergen and Funk a lot in run support. So again, 8-man football. we've got lots of guys playing both ways.
Yeah, lots of guys playing both ways. None of these teams are flush with substitutes, but those guys are going to have to play a little bit both sides.
We'll take a break. When we return, opening kickoff for week number 1. You're listening to High School Football from KCTN Sports.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is asking members to do the summer shift. No, it's not a new dance. Simply reduce your electricity use between the hours of 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. on weekdays. That's when power costs the most. So turn up the thermostat, delay the dishwasher, shift the start of laundry, and you can help keep electricity rates affordable. This summer savings message is brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Welcome back here to Edgewood, ready to go here with week number 1 of the high school football season. We'll be following a number of ball games across the area tonight. That includes North Fayette Valley. They open up their season tonight against South Wynn. That's a good matchup, and certainly Turkey Valley, I think, always curious how their neighbor does. We'll have updates on that ball game. Postville and Clayton Ridge playing together tonight down at Clayton Ridge. Also tonight, Starmont. The Stars are in action in this week 1 matchup. And Starmont, of course, at home this week.
At home with Sumner Fredericksburg this week, yeah.
It's a Sumner Fred team, by the way, that I believe plays North Fayette Valley next week. And also, MFL Marmac is at New Hampton tonight. We'll have updates on that game as well.
That's a huge game for both of those teams.
Yeah, and last year kind of set the tone, I think, for MFL Marmac, special season they had a year ago. And also for New Hampton, that's a team that many figures going to be in the mix in Class 2A.
Ranked on some of the polls, so a big test for the Bulldogs there.
All right, so we are ready to go with our matchup tonight. Both these teams, despite the fact that it's 8-man, they are going to lean on running the football. They want to be powerful running teams. That's the way Turkey Valley has been with Coach Scott in his 20th season, Coach Rochford as well. Now, don't get me wrong, he's had the ability to throw the ball here or there when they've needed to, but they want to establish the run.
I think so, and it's really going to depend on that line up front. If they can establish that run, I think he'll open it up a little bit and let Funk throw the ball, try to find some of those receivers, but 100% it's going to start on the ground between the tackles.
Yeah, I think run the ball to set up the pass. I think you'd like to see that happen. So, again, thanks for joining us tonight on KCTN FM 100, and again, our live video stream at kctn.com. Turkey Valley wearing their away white uniforms. They have the Trojans there across the front in red with the black trim, and they wear the red pants with the black trim and the red helmets, though some have the Trojans there on the side of their helmets. EDCO, all black, back in black with the black bottoms, the black tops. They have the yellow numbers there with Vikings and the Viking logo on the side of their helmets in yellow, those black helmets. And again, Turkey Valley with red helmets. We have Dennis Schrader's officiating crew for our football opener tonight.
Veteran crew here. They're ready to go. They're getting fewer and far in between, so we appreciate every officiating crew we get. Encourage anybody out there who wants to be an official, go to FHS.com and become an official.
Now, also, of course, this being the first game between these two teams, last year, if you remember, they never really got the game played.
Yeah, they got through a quarter, and then they had rain. The field was unplayable. Saturday, they couldn't get it rescheduled, so it just kind of ended after a quarter.
So technically, Turkey Valley won that ball game 14-0 in the season opener last year. So again, this is now the full rematch. The good news is beautiful night for our season opener. You never know in late August what you're going to get weather-wise. I mean, we've had last year we did the scheduled to do the Clayton Ridge Postville game, and it was a monsoon up there.
Yeah.
And so every game got postponed or delayed or pushed back last year. Very few got completed, but that's not the case tonight. We've got a few clouds, but otherwise it is a beautiful night here with a game time temperature in the upper 70s for this matchup tonight here on KCTN. So our officials have decided to launch things up here. We'll start a minute or two late tonight, but ready to go with our opener tonight. I'm Dan Barons along with Aaron Hammond, and Dakota Hammond is running our camera for us tonight here on KCTN.com. We thank again our YouTube audience for joining us. It will be Turkey Valley to receive the football, and back to receive for them is Noah Hansen. They'll try to get him as many touches as they can. He had a punt return for a touchdown last year. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown, so he is a threat anytime he touches the ball. Price Rochford will launch it away from the 30-yard line. Remember, in 8-man, midfield's the 40-yard line, and we have, again, as the ball goes out of the end zone, or if it's a touchback, it comes out to the 15-yard line. So ready to go with week number 1 here at Community Dreams Field in Edgewood. And Rochford launching it away from the 30-yard line. Steps back, kicks it short, and it's at the 20-yard line. Caught on a knee by Carson Busta just inside the 20-yard line between the 2 and the 0. And he caught it down on a knee, which means he's down right there. They actually mark him short of the 20-yard line, so it's no return, and Turkey Valley takes over first down, 10 yards to go at their own 19-yard line.
I guess that's one way to keep it out of Hansen's hand is they kicked it to the up back, but he had to go down to get that ball. Turkey Valley takes over here on the 19-yard line.
And again, the Trojans will line up here in a very tight set. Off shifts in the backfield. Busta in the backfield, along with as well there Schmidt. And on first down, they run the football. No surprise off left side. And on the first carry of this football game, it is Oliver Schmidt. And Schmidt brings it across the 20 out to the 22-yard line, picks up about 3 yards on first down. Give him 4, I'd say. Second down, 6 yards to go. Power football from Turkey Valley.
Yeah, right up the middle, those front 3 for the Vikings. And the defensive backs are going to have to step up.
Hansen alone in the backfield. Boots to the right. Gets to the corner. Dives on the far sideline across the 30-yard line for first down. So they set up with 3 receivers to the right, but all they were doing was blocking to let Hansen rush to the right side, and he's got first down yardage to the 30-yard line.
Well, and those 3 receivers pulled all those defensive backs out, pulled the linebackers out, and it was wide open for Hansen to pick up the first down.
Hansen averaged about 11 carries a ball game last season. I think you may see that increased a little bit this year.
Yep.
Back to more of a normal format. 2 guys in the backfield. They run the football with Busta. Second back through. Steps across the 30-yard line just outside the right hash mark and quickly tackled there by Price Rochford. Shot the gap well. Makes the play after a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 yards to go.
Yeah, nice job there by Rochford stepping up and stopping that play before it could get started. Carson Busta there got to the line real fast.
We've played 1 minute. Still some folks rolling in here tonight in our season opener. They operate from the right hash mark. Now alone in the backfield is Hansen. 2 receivers to the right. He's got a receiver to the left. Some more of a spread look here. And it's right back to Hansen. It's a quarterback draw up the middle. And he brings it across the 35-yard line. Stood up short of midfield there of the 40-yard line. At the 38-yard line, Price Rochford makes the stop. Picks up a solid 5 yards. And it's 3rd and short for the Trojans. And they will live in 3rd and short all night long. They have no problem with that.
Yeah, being ahead, on downs, I think Coach Scott is pleased with that, working 3rd and short.
So they'll work here. Short of midfield. Again, another difference in the 8-man game. You're more likely to go for it in 4th down situations. But they run it here with Schmidt. Schmidt stood up at the line of scrimmage, but breaks through. Brings it left side inside EDCO territory. Leans ahead to the 37-yard line. Looked like initially nothing there, but he was able to get out of the scrum. And then Cale Funk makes the tackle up from the secondary, but it's 1st and 10 for Turkey Valley. 7-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, nice carry there by Schmidt. He's up to 11 yards on 2 carries, but a nice carry there bouncing to the outside.
So you see some different looks again. Now you've got more of a double wing set here for Turkey Valley. They send it back in motion, and on the jet sweep, they run it with Burke Busta, trying to get around right end. He does to the far sideline, steps inside the 30-yard line, short of the first down, down near the 29-yard line, picks up 9 yards. Price Rochford among the Vikings in pursuit, but there's an 8-yard gain on first down.
And they had both of those wideouts kind of in a slot position facing in. One goes in motion, the other just blocks up field, and a nice gain there by Burke Busta.
So 2nd down, short situation. Trojans yet to throw a pass. But again, they are moving the football strongly down the field. 2nd down, 2 yards to go. Fullback dive up the middle. Big hole up the middle there once again for Schmidt. Schmidt stays right on that hash mark inside the 20-yard line, and he's down to the 19-yard line and picks up 12 quality yards on that play. So the fullback, good yardage there between the guards, I should say, not between the tackles in this game.
Between the guards, yeah. And Turkey Valley's kind of got EDCO off kilter here because they're giving it to so many different guys. They're having a hard time picking up the ball.
So it's first down, 10 yards to go. Toss play left side, and that is Burke Busta. Gets to the corner, steps inside the 10-yard line, near side down to the 5. Cale Funk also there is number 34 for EDCO. And Carter Oberbrockling the linebackers, but they make the play way down at the 5-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain on the sweep to the left, and it is first and goal for the Trojans in the making of an impressive opening drive.
Yeah, they're marching right down the field. Remember, this drive started on their own 19. They're within striking distance right now, and EDCO's got a bow up here.
Split backs in the backfield, and they run the football right side. It is Busa. Carson Busta steps inside the 5-yard line, stood up at the line of scrimmage. He'll be short of the goal line right in the middle of the field. Gets down to about the 1, but picks up 4 yards. Second effort, tried to get him in, but he was stood up by the Vikings, but it's second down and really just inches.
Yeah, inches. Yeah, that was Price Rochford again that stood him up and held him there, and nobody pushing from behind, but Turkey Valley's knocking on the door.
And you can see the Trojans attacking EDCO up front. So first down and goal, split backs in the backfield, and it's a quick quarterback sneak. Hansen dives ahead. He's in for the score, 1-yard plunge, and what an impressive drive by the Trojans. They march right down the field, and it's Hansen with a 1-yard plunge, and the Trojans lead 6-0.
Yeah, that was just an impressive drive capped off there by the quarterback, and I assume they'll go for 2 here. I think they kicked 1 point after last year, so they usually go for 2. They'll line up here to punch it in for a couple more.
That is another thing about the 8-man game. You're more apt to go for 2. So here's your 2-point conversion. Hansen rolling out to the right. He's looking for Carson Busta. Instead, throws it back into the end zone. Catching it is Schmidt. He was an inside play, and he catches it for the conversion. So they complete the conversion. 8:19 left in the opening act. 8-0. Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
So again, it is 8-0, Turkey Valley in the lead, and Coach, that was a good drive.
That was a nice drive, 61 yards, 1-yard run by Hansen there to finish it off. Impressive, just power football by the Trojans, establishing the run early.
So Hansen, the 1-yard run. Hansen Schmidt is your reception for the conversion. And to launch it away here will be Turkey Valley from the 30-yard line. And the kickoff duties for them, I believe.
Mo Tinajero, number 75.
He is also their nose guard. He's listed in the roster, by the way, as number 44, but he's number 75. And he kicks it left side, gets by Price Rochford on the far side, but it's picked up by EDCO. And I believe that is going to be Bergen on the far sideline. Brings it up that sideline, across the 30-yard line to midfield. Steps inside Turkey Valley territory, and finally brought down at the 35-yard line. So they set up the return to the near side of the field, and Bergen just hugged that sideline. Nice return. First down, 10 yards to go. I believe a 26-yard return, and the Vikings start their first possession inside Trojan territory.
Yeah, that was just patience by Bergen, following his defenders, picking them apart, getting through there, and nice starting field position for the Vikings.
We talked about, for Turkey Valley, their opening drive, you saw a lot of experience. That's the reason why they look so confident, and that was a good run by Bergen there experience-wise. Vikings quickly bring a player, Chase Kirby, off the sideline. As they get their 8th player on the field, they have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and Cale Funk to throw the football. Looks right side, and it is dropped. Looking on the left side for number 14. Pass intended for Bennett Stagger, and it was just a quick hit play to the far side, but he dropped it at the 34-yard line. Incomplete. The hands came to the head there for Stagger, and it's second down, 10 yards to go.
Yeah, nice little play there. They had 2 receivers on the right, went to the short side of the field and hit Stagger on a little curl route, but just went through those hands and no gain on the play.
Isn't that we talk about. They're going to run the football. Again, you're going to be up front.
And they're spreading it out and throwing it.
And 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They've got the athletes to do that. You certainly can understand that. Snap back to Funk. Funk quarterback draw. Going to bring it right side. He's again to the 30-yard line. First down, brings it near side, steps out of bounds to the 20-yard line. And again, spread out Turkey Valley. Nice job by Cale Funk. That's a 16-yard run, and it's 1st and 10 short of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he spread them out with those 4 receivers, and all the defenders went with the receivers. They all went deep, and Funk saw an opening, kind of got to the outside, and away he went.
So the opening drive for the Vikings just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. 8 minutes left in the opening act. 8-0, Turkey Valley in the lead. Now you see more of a, I want to say double back formation, but again, out of pistol is a Funk. Randy's flushed out of the pocket, cannot step up in the pocket, and dropped at the 30-yard line. There is Schmidt, and also there as well, number 44, Tina Haro, who is a nose guard and a good one up front. They lose 10 yards on that play. 2nd and long for the Vikings. That closed quick.
Yeah, they did. They set up with just 2 receivers there and had extra defenders, but man, they got through quick, and Funk had nowhere to go with
All right, they actually put it to the 29-yard line, so it's still a loss of yardage, but it's 2nd down, 18 yards to go. Scoreboard says 2nd and 16, but I'd say 2nd and 19. Back to 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And again, you have for EDCO, near side is Chase Kirby, and they run it left side, quick hit play, caught by Bergen, steps inside the 30-yard line, makes a defender miss, brings it inside the 25-yard line, and dives ahead to the 22-yard line. Quick hit play left side. Bergen made the first defender miss, gives him 7 yards on the pickup, but it's 3rd and long now for the Vikings.
Yeah, nice catch and run there by Bergen. He continues to run hard, but just not enough room there to get free, and we're 3rd and long here for the Vikings.
And the Vikings would like to stay out of these types of situations, but again, an 8-man, 3rd and long, you're looking at 2 downs to get first down in most situations. And no matter where you are in the field in a lot of cases.
Yeah, a lot of times you're going for it no matter what.
And again, they operate from the left hash mark. 3rd down, 11 yards to go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And again, rolling out left side is Funk. Throws it to the sideline. It is caught. That's Bergen inside the 20-yard line, down to the 15-yard line. Steps out of bounds on that far side. So just a waggle action to the left. Pick up about half of it. 4th down, I'll call it 6 yards to go for the Vikings.
Well, and I think the Vikings went in with that mindset of, hey, we got 2 downs to work with. Let's pick up half, get it manageable, try to pick up the first down on 4th down and keep the drive going.
And you like to see that EDCO trying to get Bergen into some spacing. Maybe not the speed EDCO has had as of recent years, but Bergen would be one of those kids.
He's very elusive, you bet.
So 4th down here, Vikings obviously going for it, trailing 8-0 from the 17-yard line. And again, Funk to throw the football, looking in the end zone for Bergen, goes up for it. Does he hang on to it? Spectacular catch near the back of the end zone. Touchdown, got it. Outstanding defense by Bodensteiner, but a better catch there by Bergen, going up and getting it out of the air. And the Vikings take their opening drive and march down the field, back within 8-6.
And Bergen elevates, leaves his feet, and he was not going to land on those feet, but he held onto that ball, landed on his back. Nice grab, nice finish there by Bergen, looking for the extra 2 here.
So they give that a 12-yard pass play. And again, it is now the 2-point conversion. And left side looking again for Price. Rochford catches it at the goal line. Could not hang on to it, though, on the far pylon, just inside the pylon. Went up for it, but came up empty. The conversion fails. 8-6 with 6:28 to go in the opening act. Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
So it's 8-6 our score, and EDCO answers the Turkey Valley touchdown. And what a catch there by Bergen, Dawson Bergen, in the back of the end zone, going up and picking it out of the air for the Vikings.
A great coverage by Bodensteiner, just all over him, but good concentration by Bergen.
And keep in mind, Bodensteiner 6'3". So Rochford again a short kick near sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Good decision by Carson Busta. He looked at it at the 20-yard line, saw the ball sliding out of bounds, and we have flags come down as that ball goes out of bounds. Interesting to see what Turkey Valley decides decides to do here. If they are going to make EDCO kick it again, because you'd love to give Hansen any type of opportunity to try to get the ball.
They might. I mean, the ball's on the 21. It's great field position, but they could back EDCO up, make them kick it again, maybe get somebody underneath that and give them a chance to return it.
And Coach Scott, after his conversation with Dennis Schrader and the crew on the sideline, they mark it at the 21-yard line, and the officials kind of talking about where they're going to mark it ahead there, and maybe to the 26-yard line. And Turkey Valley says, good enough. We'll take the 5 yards. Give us the 5 yards. We'll take it right there. So first down, 10 yards to go. They operate from the left hash mark. That's the near side at their own 26-yard line. 6:28 to go, opening act. And it's 8-6 right now. Turkey Valley in the lead. Again, split backs in the backfield. They run the football with Schmidt right up the middle. 30-yard line, tackled down by Price Rochford, who went low. Nice open field tackle, but not before Schmidt picks up a quality 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, that was just hard running. A nice hard tackle there by Rochford, but Schmidt got to that line of scrimmage and is falling forward every time right now.
Yeah, and again, that's another yard or two. Schmidt stepping into more of a role for them this year. Oliver Schmidt, the junior fullback at 6'180", so a big kid. And now you see the double wing set, and in motion is Busta. That is, again, Burke Busta. Gets it around right end and bursts to the far sideline, steps inside EDCO territory after getting the first down and tripped up by Dawson Bergen in the secondary, but not before he gets down to the 35-yard line. They've run that twice with a good chunk of yardage. 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Yeah, they gave that to Busta once before, and he gained 11. This time he gains 15 on that.
So first down, 10 yards to go. We've always said this through the years, and it'll be the first of several times we'll say it this year, but speed never goes into a slump. First down, 10 yards to go, and Hansen to throw the football. Rolling left, looking long. He's looking there for number 40 in the pass. Going up and catching it there is Kelvin Bodensteiner. Brings it down to the 10-yard line, just inbounds. Great stretch by Bodensteiner, and it's 1st and 10, the first completed pass for the Trojans.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there, and Bodensteiner with his length and be able to create some space there, kind of got away from the defender, and a nice catch.
So again, you start pinching in on the run, and they're running at you, and then a nice throw by Hansen, the senior quarterback. Split backs in the backfield. First down, 10 yards to go. They run it with Schmidt hitting the backfield and brought down by Oberbrockling. Oberbrockling, good job on the run blitz there. At the 10-yard line, makes the tackle, only a gain of a yard. That would be the shortest play Turkey Valley has run to this point, and it's 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Yeah, great penetration there by Overbrockling, but again, these running backs for Turkey Valley still falling forward, a gain of 1 on a great play by the defense.
And it's 2nd down. They can get a first down just inside the 1-yard line. Double wing set here without a receiver. And on this play, Hansen looking right side, flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be hit from behind and fumble the football, recovered by the Vikings. Number 6, Chase Kirby, was the one that knocked it out. Oberbrockling got pressure. Kirby stripped the ball, and it's recovered by the Vikings. Caden Cole recovers the fumble at the 12-yard line, so the Vikings create the first turnover of the ball game, and their defense gets a break.
Yeah, that was just a nice play there as the linebacker came through, ripped right through that ball. Ball came squirting out, and Caden Cole did a nice job of gathering that ball up, getting back for the Vikings.
What you saw in those last 2 plays for EDCO is a little bit of a change
better,
up front.
Yeah, better penetration, just a kind of a change in mentality by those front few.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Again, you've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and to throw the football is Funk, rolling out to the right, trying to buy some time, throws it near side. It is incomplete, looking for number 20 once again in Caden Cole, but he bounced it in the dirt at the 20-yard line. Cole was at the 25-yard line, running that drag pattern to the EDCO sideline, the near side, but throwing short, incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Well, that was just good coverage there by the Trojans, and Cale Funk just living to fight another day because he had no openings to get rid of that ball.
For Turkey Valley, Ryan Franzen at 6'7", the defensive end. He's got that side of the field, the left side of the field, and he did not break coverage that time.
Trying to throw over top of 6'7" is tough.
And he had the contain there. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Rolling out to the left there is Funk, throwing down the sideline, the near sideline. It is caught, the far sideline rather, at the 30-yard line, and that is caught by Bergen again. So Bergen was covered by Burke Busta, but he makes the play just across the 30-yard line, tackled out of bounds there, and it's 1st down, 10 yards to go. They complete another pass to Bergen.
Yeah, no, a 20-yard pass there, or 18-yard pass to Bergen, and what a nice catch there again, going up and getting that ball. finding those seams in the defense.
At their own 31-yard line. So again, they started at their 12-yard line. After an incompletion on first down, they get first down yardage. 4:44 left here in the opening act. 8-6, Trojans in the lead. Vikings now have 3 receivers to the right, a lone receiver to the left, and back here to Funk, who's rolling out to the right. And again, trying to buy some time. He's going to tuck it, trying to make a defender miss. He does, still on his feet at the 30-yard line, but then Schmidt, who initially missed him, comes from behind and tackles Funk from behind after a gain of 4 yards. So Funk brought it to the near side of the field, ran a country mile, picked up 4 yards there, all told.
Yeah, and no receivers open, so Funk's just trying to get creative there and find some space. Good pursuit there by the Trojans to limit him to 4 yards.
And a good job there by Turkey Valley in the secondary, because Funk just rolling out there, kind of some backyard football. I'm going to drop back, everybody kind of run around, get free, and I'll get the ball to you. Bergen and Rochford is receivers to the left. And to the right here is Steger, and also there is Cole. That's the near side. Second down, 6 yards to go, back to Funk. Funk again, they bring pressure, and this time he cannot avoid the pressure. And double team there at the 26-yard line and drop down hard. Number 75 there once again, that's Tinajero. Also there is number 27 in Franzen. Give him each a half a sack on that. And it's third down, 14 yards to go.
Yeah, and they really drove him back. They didn't even push him. They pushed him to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, plus another 4 yards. So a loss of 8 on that play.
So it's third down now, 14 yards to go. Tinajero.
Tinajero. Yep.
Is how
Mo.
that's pronounced.
Maurice is his name, but Mo.
Yep, so it's third down and long. He's been in a couple of plays, the nose guard for Turkey Valley, but a third and long situation after the Turkey Valley turnover. Vikings trying to keep things alive. 3 receivers to the right, lone receiver to the left side there, and that once again is Stagger, and the snap goes by Funk. He's rolling back at the 15-yard line, picks it up, 10-yard line, throws it back to the middle of the field where it's caught by Stagger, who is brought down, reached up there by number 40, Calvin Bodensteiner, who somehow got the shoulder pad to bring him down at the 35-yard line. It was a busted play, and Funk threw it back to the middle of the field, which is always dangerous, but Stagger there to make the play. It's a 7-yard gain out of what looked like tragedy for EDCO.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous. I think they were still setting up, and the center hiked the ball, and it went past Funk. He got creative, and Bennett Steger found a nice seam right in the middle of the field.
Now, being it's fourth and long at their own 35-yard line, Funk is going to punt the football away here for the Vikings. So Hansen back to receive at the 19-yard line. I can't believe that Hansen will get much of a chance. They're kicking it away from him to the near side, and it bounces to the sideline, down to the 10-yard line, short of the 10-yard line, rolls out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A great punt there by Funk. It's a punt that goes 39 yards, but more importantly, no return. You kept the ball out of Hansen. And with 2:23 left here in the opening act, 8-6 Turkey Valley. After the turnover, their defense gets the ball back for them.
Yeah, kind of surprised. We expected Turkey Valley to really drive the ball down the field, but EDCO's been winging it around here a lot, and it looks like we've got a timeout on the field.
We have an official's timeout. 8-6 is the score. It is once again Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Ray's Excavating, Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point and Delhi, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. So a timeout taken there by the officials, and this is usually what happens in the season opener. It's not necessarily a hot night, but again, it's the first game, so you want to make sure that we have plenty of water breaks. And first down, 10 yards to go for Turkey Valley with 2:23 left in the opening act. And again, our score is 8-6. Trojans in the lead. Double wing set. First down, 10 yards to go. Back goes in motion in Schmidt, but it's a counter play, and actually keeping it is Hansen, but he's hit inside the 10-yard line, dropped right there. There's Oberbrockling among the players there. Also there as well as number 6 in Chase Kirby. and it's a loss of 4 yards. They were trying to boot it to the left, and a great job by EDCO closing things down.
Well, they've run that double wing set, and they've usually given it to the guy in motion. This time they faked the counter to the inside, and Hansen just tried to keep it, and there was just a lot of guys on that side.
So it's second down, 14 yards to go now. 3 receivers to the right here now, and again, Hansen to throw the football. Rolling out right side again, he's flushed out of the pocket, throws it right side. He's got a receiver wide open, catches it at the far side of the 20-yard line. Completed there to Chase Hike. Hike brings it to the 35-yard line. The ball fluttered up there, but Hike holds it in, brings it to the 25-yard line. They pick up 16 yards and first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, that was a huge gain there for him on that nice catch by Hike.
So again, that moves the chains after what looked like a busted play. First down, 10 yards to go. Vikings brought pressure 4 times in a row here. They have gotten some pressure in the backfield. First down, 10 yards to go, 90 seconds left in the quarter. They run the football with Schmidt, the fullback. He's got a big hole up the middle, 30-yard line, first down, and he stumbles ahead to midfield to the 50-yard line. Tackled from behind by Colin Harris. Up front, had to come back to make that play, but a good chunk of yardage there by the fullback Schmidt. First and 10 here for the Trojans once again at midfield.
Well, and Schmidt got ahead of speed, got through that first wave, got through the secondary, ran over a defensive back there, and fallen forward for 15 yards.
So first down, 10 yards to go. 3 receivers to the left, toss play left side, and it is going to be Burke Busta at the 40-yard line. Cannot get to the corner. Oberbrockling closed it down near side. Great pursuit. Brings him down at the 38-yard line, only a pickup of 2. Oberbrockling doesn't make that play. There's a little more run there on the EDCO sideline.
Yeah, he had Hayek there blocking for him as he went to the corner, but nice job by Overbrockling getting through that wave, shedding that blocker, and making a nice tackle.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Trojans, third trip in a row, inside once again, EDCO territory. Maybe our final play of the quarter. We'll see. They run the football again with Schmidt, left side, inside the 35-yard line, stacked up there. They never truly bring him down. Down low, making the play up front is Harris, and then the rest of the Vikings with Rochford, and also there as well in Funk, stood him up. It's a gain of 3, third down, and it's likely 4 yards to go. The Trojans, if they want, can let the quarter run out, and judging by the way they're heading towards their sideline, I think that's exactly what they're going to do. So third down and 4. Turkey Valley moving the football, leading 8-6. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports. T&T Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? T&T Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at T&T Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now. Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back here. So it's 14-6. 34-yard pass play, by the way, from Hansen, completing that pass there to number 22, Oliver Schmidt. And again, it is 14-6. The conversion pass failed. And that's how we start the second quarter. And Tina Yarrow to launch it away again. Did I get it right that time? Tina Harrow to launch it away again. So he will launch it away from the 30-yard line for the Vikings. So there's the kick, and left side, and back alone to pick it up is Bergen. He'll pick it up middle of the field, 10-yard line. Brings it right side, not much. Tries to cut back to the middle. Steps across the 25-yard line. Tackled from behind there by number 47 in Troy Schmidt. First down, 10 yards to go. Nice job by Bergen, stepping his way through a few holes. And it's 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 25-yard line. First score to pass along for tonight. 13-0 is our score. It is Sumner Fred leading Starmont in that ball game at Starmont. Our score here is 14-6. We'll get you an update on some other games tonight. So it is now first down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. As Turkey Valley, 3 possessions. They've been inside the red zone. They've cashed in on 2 of them.
Yeah, the fumble on their second possession, but they've capitalized twice here. EDCO needs to answer one more time.
So it's first down, 10 yards to go. Receivers here, left and right, and actually in motion now is Bergen, and they're looking to throw the football. Rolling out there is going to be Funk. He's going to keep it himself. Gets inside the 30-yard line, brings it near side to the 40-yard line, pushed ahead by Schmidt, actually wrestles him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, but that was a quarterback draw, or a boot, I should say, all the way to the left, and good downfield blocking by the receivers. Not only there in Bergen, but also as well in Bennett Stager, helping lead the way.
Yeah, having those receivers way on the outside, they could do a nice job of blocking when Funk decides to tuck and run. And I think that was a designed quarterback draw. If the receivers were there, but it wasn't, he quickly read it, and upfield he went.
What, about 20-yard gain on that?
20-yard gain.
So first down, 10 yards to go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Vikings have went spread throughout here. And on the near side is Bergen along with Rochford. And then again, before this play is moving, there is a flag as we snapped it and some movement up front. Now, Coach Rochford said that was kind of one of the goals of this ball game tonight is, can we line up here without getting 5 or 6 false start penalties? I think he said the other night in practice earlier this week on Monday, I think they had 5 penalties. Just guys moving.
Yeah, those pre-snap penalties are the ones that just kill you. But somebody moving here at the front of the line, we're going to back them up.
And this is actually offsides.
Oh, they lined up offsides.
So somebody actually lined up offsides. But the good news is, it is week number 1. That's our first penalty. Well, we had the kick out of bounds, I guess. But that is the second penalty there, as it turns out, against EDCO. So they have 2 penalties for a total of 10 yards. So it's first down, 15 yards to go as they move it back to smack dab midfield, which again in the 8-man game is the 40-yard line.
On the 40, midfield.
Now we see in the backfield Funk, and to his left is Rochford. 2 receivers to the right. First down, 15 yards to go. Funk to throw the football again. Looking over the middle of the field, a stagger in and out of his hands. It was well covered. I think a Trojan disrupted that play in number 40, Calvin Bodensteiner. Stagger was open. Good throw in there by Funk into the traffic, but incomplete.
And Funk had plenty of time. Nice block in there by his line. He had Rochford in the backfield helping pick up some of those blitzes, and a well-thrown ball just in and out, and well defended by Bodensteiner.
So second down, 15 yards to go as they went right up the hash mark with that pass play. Second down and long, and the Vikings here try to get back here to maybe tie this ball game up, trailing by 8. Rochford again is to the left of Funk. 2 receivers to the right. That's Stagger. And also there as well is Bergen. So on second down, 15 yards to go. Funk rolling out right to throw the football. And again, he's going to tuck it. Brings it far sideline. Steps out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. Gets that penalty back. Plus a couple of other yards as he's down to the 33-yard line. And it's going to be third down and manageable 7 situation for the Vikings.
Yeah, at least getting some of those yards back. But again, 3rd down and 8. I'd say we're still in 2-down territory here. Try to pick up that 1st down. They're past midfield already, so good management there by the Vikings. It looks like they're going to want to take a timeout here, Dan.
So a big 3rd down coming up, trailing 14-6. Timeout by the Vikings. Let's take this break.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
It's back to school time again, and that means the fall sports season is in full swing. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona wish all of our area cross-country, volleyball, and football student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Get out and support your local school sports teams this fall. Family Dentistry of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through
Rochford all by himself on the left, kind of had a trips right over there with the receivers, and when the front line for Turkey Valley shifted, the guys in the front line for EDCO shifted.
So now you're back to 3rd and 13. You started 1st and 15 after the offsides penalty. 3rd penalty against the Vikings. They have totaled 15 yards here, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. And again, you're in 4-down territory, I believe, here. And the same formation, Bergen will go in motion from right to left. And here is a flag before this play gets going. And you see a couple of Vikings with hands up in the air saying something wasn't right there. Somebody was moving too soon, and it is again against EDCO. This is their 3rd penalty in a row. They've avoided these penalties to this point. Their 3rd penalty, I should say, since they've gotten their last 1st down. But it's 3rd down and now 18 yards to go.
And, man, those came in threes, and those are just killer penalties all in a row there, just pushing the Vikings back, making this not so manageable at 3rd and 18.
Yeah, Caden Cole may have been your guilty party there, and I think he took off on the wrong snap count. So 3rd down even longer. So now you're back inside your own territory at the 37-yard line. It is 3rd down and 18 yards to go for the Vikings. Again, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. So a different formation here. And I don't think they want to see any movement from any of the backs. So the quarterback draw it with Funk. And instead, nothing there. He's going to throw the football looking for Rochford in a lot of care, in a lot of coverage there. Down to the 25-yard line, double covered and knocked away. As in on the coverage there was Busta as well as number 40, Bodensteiner. I think Funk wanted to kind of roll out to the right, maybe run with that football, but that was certainly not there. The containment was held strong by Turkey Valley, really forced into a tough throw right up the right seam.
Well, yeah, Funk wanted to come to the left, and that was not there at all, so he kind of sprinted out to the right, and there was a defender there, so he kind of forced that, but a little contact maybe on Rochford, couldn't come down with it.
Now, it is 4th down, and because of this, you are now punting because you're back into your own territory. So this will be the 2nd punt. Hansen back there to receive, and again, Funk is going to kick it away from him to the near side, and it angles it out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. This will depend on where they spot it, but still, Funk did his job at the 18-yard line where it goes out of bounds there. So the punt ends up going a total of 25 yards, but again, no return, and it's 1st down, 10 yards to go for the Trojans, leading 14-6 with 11:14 left here in our 1st quarter. They have scored on 2 of their 3 possessions. The other possession ended just short of the 10-yard line on a fumble.
Yeah, and I think if you're EDCO, this is exactly the situation where you need to have a stop. You need to force Turkey Valley out of their comfort zone a little bit and try to get that ball back for your offense.
First down, 10 yards to go. Right side, they bring it with Carson Busta around right end, tripped up across the 15-yard line. That's Oberbrockling. Tripped him up, but he stumbles ahead to the 20-yard line, stayed inbounds. And it's second down, and I'll say it's 7 yards to go. As he picked up closer to 4 on that play, but it's still positive yardage on first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, and that's too many yards for the Vikings. They need to get in that backfield, slow them down a little bit, maybe force them to throw the ball with better coverage, and maybe they can get them out of here on 3 downs.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Up the middle with Schmidt, the fullback. And for the first time, Schmidt hit in the backfield. Does get back to the line of scrimmage at the 21-yard line. But up front that time was Carter Oberbrockling plugging things through. And that's really one of the first times they've gotten to the fullback, Schmidt, before he really got a head of steam going. Third down and long.
And that was a big play. And because they got to him before he got through that first line of defense, he didn't fall forward. No gain on that play.
Third down, 7 yards to go. Still without a receiver, 5 guys up front, and they are going to look to run the football left side. It is Hansen. Hansen, it's a quarterback boot. Left side has first down yardage as he brings it across the 25-yard line out on the far sideline to the 30. Tripped up there, and it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Trojans, and Hansen shows what he can do in the open field.
Yeah, nice carry there by Hansen, and he had the option to throw it, but you kind of get that feeling of he wants to run this ball, he wants to pick up that first down himself.
That's a 9-yard run as he brought it around left end. So first down, 10 yards to go for the Trojans. 2 receivers to the right, a lone receiver to the left, and Hansen here gets the snap, fakes the quarterback draw, thinks about it, now looking to throw the football, and he has plenty of time. Rolling out right side, dumps it short, wide open is Boosted. That's Burke Boosted near side, on the sideline to the 40-yard line, inside EDCO territory. He's down and pushed out of bounds by Bergen at the 33-yard line. So again, a breakdown in coverage. Leaking out there was Burke on the near side, and the Trojans, a big pass play inside EDCO territory.
Yeah, that was huge, just a breakdown in coverage, but had so much time that he finally found an open receiver.
And again, it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Trojans. So they're to the 33-yard line at the 10-minute mark in our second quarter, threatening to go up by 2 scores. First down, 10 yards to go. Hansen, quarterback draw, and a quarterback almost sneak as he brings it right side inside the 30, goes down to the 28-yard line, a quick hit to the short side of his line, which was the right side, and he picks up 6 yards on a QB sneak.
Yeah, just a quick hitter and tons of room there for him to just kind of keep going, fall forward, gain a 6. They can gain ground like that. It goes in for a long night.
So second down, 4 yards to go. Split backs in the backfield. Hansen is going to keep it, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. And he brings it across the middle, inside the 25-yard line, tripped up, but dives ahead to the 21-yard line. So Hansen carrying the bulk of the load with his legs and his arm on this drive. First down, 10 yards to go to the 21-yard line.
And I think Turkey Valley's been doing a nice job of giving him time. I think on that last pass play, EDCO on the sideline was arguing there was some holding going on, so they're kind of in the officials' ears, but Turkey Valley's just been doing a nice job of giving Hansen all the time in the world to do what he needs to do back there.
We have our score in the second quarter, and North Fayette Valley leads 28-0 against South Wind in that ball game tonight. Meanwhile, first down, 10 yards to go. Hansen right side, catching it. Wide open is Chase Hike. Hike brings it right sideline now. He's down inside the 10. 5 goes in for the score. Touchdown, got it. Hansen just dropped back. Hike ran the crossing route, led in stride. And it's 20-6 now. The Trojans lead the Vikings.
Yeah, nice. And Noah Hansen still took a hit there, but completed a nice pass and good finish there by Hayek, walking in almost untouched for 21 yards.
That is Hansen's second touchdown pass, by the way. So first down, 10 yards to go. They quick hit left side, caught by Busta, but he stood up there by Funk as they only ran a play with a center, and then everybody else spread out. Not necessarily the picket fence, but something like that. But the conversion pass fails, stood up by the Vikings on the far side. With 9:02 left in our half, 20-6. It is Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Clayton County Recycling of Monona. 20-6 is our score. It is Turkey Valley in the lead, and again an impressive drive, and it was Hansen with the legs, then a 21-yard touchdown pass, his second TD pass. That pass caught by Chase Hike, and it is now 20-6. It is Turkey Valley in the lead here.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there, and a nice finish there by Hike. Not able to get the extra 2 points, so a bright spot there for the Vikings, but I still think 9 minutes to go here. They have to answer at least once before halftime, not go down 14 points.
All right, before that touchdown, we mentioned North Fayette Valley leading South win in the second quarter, 28-0. That is an NFA team that is loaded with seniors, by the way. So it's a first down here for EDCO. Let's see, get the ball back as Turkey Valley's to launch it away from the 30-yard line. And it's a good kick. Bergen has to go back and catches it at the 3-yard line in the middle of the field. He'll bring it right side, not much. Now brings it back towards the middle, across the 20 out to the 25-yard line. 22-yard return. Tackled there by number 47, special team-wise in Troy Schmidt. First down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings now at their own 25-yard line. Looking to answer, trailing now 20-6.
Well, and this is where they started last time, and they had 3 different penalties pre-snap that kept backing them up, not able to get anything going. They need to get the snap count. They need to fire off the ball, give them time for Funk to either run, throw the ball, or find somebody to hand off to.
So first down, 10 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right here for the Vikings. They have rent spread for the most part in this ball game. And on first down, 10 yards to go, you see on the left side, Stagger making sure who's on line, who's on scrimmage, who's not. And it is the pass right side. Quick hit play to Rochford. Brings it back to the middle of the field, and he brings it across the 25-yard line, picks up a couple of yards. Quick hit play to the right side. Rochford forced back to the inside, and that's where the Turkey Valley defense was waiting for him. But positive yardage, second down, 8 yards to go.
Yeah, nice 2 or 3 yard gain there by Rochford. Get the ball in his hands here, have him get some positive yardage. He hasn't really touched the ball, and I think they're going to want to get him involved in the offense here before halftime.
So in this situation here, positive yardage, second down, 8 yards to go. At their own 27-yard line, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right here. And Stagger on the near side, also there as well as number 20 and Cole. And on second down, they throw it. Looking to throw it is Funk. Funk's got a receiver, and it is Bergen who breaks open down the sideline, incomplete. Just off the hash mark on the right side, inside the 30-yard line. He leaked by the secondary, overshot by Funk. Just let him a step too far. Otherwise, that was 6.
It was, and Funk didn't have a chance to step into that throw. He kind of floated it off of his back foot and didn't really have the timing, didn't get enough air under it, and Bergen just didn't have enough speed, enough time to get underneath that. But that would have been a beautiful pitch and catch and an easy 6 for Bergen because there was nobody between him and the end zone.
Yeah, Bergen had been running some of those outs, but that one was an out and then an up, and it was there. Third down, 8 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And again, that is Bergen and also there Rochford on the right side. And Funk flushed out of the pocket, rolling on the right side, and he's going to be brought down for a loss inside the 20-yard line, down at the 18-yard line. So pressure on the right side as he ran towards the Turkey Valley sideline, brought down from behind by Troy Schmidt. The 5'10" senior tracked him down, and it's going to be fourth down for EDCO and 4th and long as they lose yardage on that sack.
Yeah, loss of 11 on that. And Cale Funk's the only Viking who's carried the ball tonight. You know, a lot of passing that we've seen, but 4th and behind the sticks, they're going to have to punt it here deep in their own end zone.
And this figures to give Turkey Valley pretty good field position because you've been conceding depth to keep it out of the hands of Hansen. So Funk gets the snap once again, and he's going to kick it, and Hansen's going to get a chance right at him. Catches it at the 28-yard line, and Hansen brings it right side to the 40-yard line, inside EDCO territory, and he runs over Funk to finally be brought down at the 23-yard line. So the punt was from the 19-yard line, and Turkey Valley takes over at the 23-yard line in EDCO territory. So that is a +4 net gain on that punt. But Hansen showed what he can do when given a chance.
Yeah, he had a little time there and kind of ran over Funk, but nice touchdown-saving tackle there by Cale Funk. EDCO's going to have to bow their backs here again and try to stop Turkey Valley.
7:18 left in the opening quarter, 20-6. Turkey Valley in the lead. They run the football with Schmidt. Left side between guard, and he gets it down to about the 20-yard line. EDCO's done a better job closing down inside the guards in that opening play, but it's a 3-yard gain as you have Bergen in that area. Second down, 7 yards to go. So this is a chance for Turkey Valley to go up by 3 scores in this season opener, try to grab control here in this game.
Yeah, they can really take control. They put another one on, get the 2 points. EDCO's just going to be over a barrel. They may be forced to throw the ball more.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Empty backfield, and this time it is Turkey Valley, I believe, moving in their spread formation they had. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and we have movement up front from the Trojans. Again, we'll say this, it's week number 1. You're going to see some penalties like this is going to happen in week number 1. If you're making these mistakes in week 6 and 7, it's a long season for you.
It's been a long season if you're still doing that. Neither coach want to see pre-snap penalties, but it's one of those things that you can continue to work on and hopefully clean up as the season continues.
Second down, 12 yards to go. So Turkey Valley behind the sticks now. Back at the 25-yard line, double wing set. Hansen, quick hit play, left side, wide open. Catching it is Carson Busta. Brings it to the far sideline, down to the 20-yard line. Makes it a fender miss and scoots on in. It is a 25-yard pass play. Just a quick flip play to the left side. Carson Busta's speed does the rest. And the Trojans, after that big punt return, score and go up 26-6.
And that was just a killer. There was nobody out there, and EDCO was scrambling to try to catch him, but 25-yard pitch and catch, and impressive drive there for the Trojans.
And Hansen's 3rd touchdown of this quarter. So it's now 26-6, and they go for 2. Hansen fakes the throw to the right, rolling out for the conversion, throws it back to the middle, and that ball is fluttering up there and actually intercepted and knocked down. It is not caught, but sliding with stagger in the middle of the field. Nobody open on the backside. The conversion fails. 26-6, Turkey Valley in the lead. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Soul's Perk Central Coffee House and Cafe in Guttenberg is now open. Perk Central has an extensive coffee and tea menu, full-service cafe serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a full bar lineup too. Perk Central joins the Green Acre Country Market and Liquor Store at 7 Gerda Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Perk Central and the Green Acre share the same entrance and hours. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. You can eat, drink, and shop at Sode's.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
So again, it is 26-6. It is a 20-point lead, and Turkey Valley uses timeout. Make sure they've got the right pieces out there defensively. Everybody's sure what they're doing. Vikings first down, 10 yards to go. Same formation. 3 receivers to the left. Back to Funk, and he's going to boot it. Brings it around left side, 30-yard line. Near sideline, steps out of bounds short of the 40-yard line. And a nice scoot around the left end there by Cale Funk. Picks up 14 yards and a first down for the Vikings.
Yeah, positive yardage there on first down. Moving the sticks, I think this is what the Vikings need, is to get that ball in some runners' hands and just move the football.
First down, clock stopped as he stepped out of bounds. That's the other thing about Funk. Smart enough to know that I'm going to get out of bounds, live another down. I'm not going to try to lower my head, take a hit there. And it's first down, 10 yards to go. 26-6 is our score. Turkey Valley in the lead. Vikings. Same formation. As I say that, Funk has now 3 receivers to the right instead of to the left. First down, 10 yards to go. Funk to throw the football. Right side, the pass is deflected and knocked away off the hands of Schmidt. It was batted up by number 27, Ryan Franzen, and then Schmidt almost had it fall into his lap. Could not haul it in as he reached out for it. Incomplete. Second down and 10 yards to go. We may have had our possibility of a pick 6 on that.
Well, and we talked about Franzen earlier. He's 6'7", playing on the end. He's a hard kid to throw over the top of. Did a nice job there of knocking that ball up in the air.
Although if Schmidt was able to catch that, Bergen would have had a chance right behind him.
Right there with him.
So second down, 10 yards to go after the initial first down. That pass deflected. And now you see 2 guys in the backfield, and they're up backs, and we're talking about their Price Rushford is one of them, and jumping off sides is Turkey Valley. So a change of cadence there by the Vikings. And jumping up front, well, actually, 2 of the 3 guys for Turkey Valley up front.
Yeah, just a lot of movement, and I don't know if it's a hard count or just a different cadence, but nice job by Funk to get him off guard and get him off sides. Gain of 5 yards here, and Vikings didn't have to snap the ball.
By the way, North Fayette Valley is already at the half, and they lead Southwind 28-0. That game is now at the half. We'll continue to keep you up to date. Meanwhile, second down, 5 yards to go for the Vikings. They'll take that penalty. Third penalty against Turkey Valley, and they're down to the 36-yard line inside Turkey Valley territory. 6:29 left here in our second quarter. Same formation, almost like a jumbo package. Back to Funk, rolling out left side. Funk stepping up there on the near sideline. Not much. Going to have to tuck it and run. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Probably picked up a yard, but good coverage on the right end. In particular, Ryan Franzen did a nice job along right side. Just didn't give him any room to go. And it's third down, 5 yards to go. Containment held well there for the Trojans.
And they've been doing that all night long, doing a nice job of keeping Funk in the pocket, not giving him a lot of time to pick things apart, and having to kind of tuck it and run and get what he can on the run.
So it's now third down, and it is 5 yards to go here for the Vikings. Certainly 4-down territory, needing to answer. Down by 20. Scored on the opening drive and have not scored since. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Third down, 5 yards to go. Back to Funk, fix the hitch play, and Funk maybe not looking to run, and he will. Brings it right side, and Funk has first down as he steps inside the 30-yard line, brought down from behind. And again, that is Franzen making the play, but a good job by Funk. Kind of weaved his way through a lot of traffic. First and 10 for the Vikings.
And Funk's up to 41 yards. He had a couple of times he got sacked in the backfield, but doing a nice job of hard running. And again, when it comes to the ground game, he's the only young man out there for the Vikings who's run the ball tonight.
Halfway through the second quarter, fresh set of downs for the Vikings. First down, 10 yards to go to the 30-yard line. They figured the best approach tonight was going to be to spread Turkey Valley out. They thought that was maybe our best approach to running the football game.
Spread them out, try to throw the ball around, and get them into our receivers' hands quick.
First down, 10 yards to go. Funk grew so much last year as a quarterback. And on the play, Price Rochford took off. The only Viking, and it was hard to hide that time because he was on the left side and just absolutely took off before the snap there. And the miscommunication on the snap count there.
And he was the only one moving, and nobody from Turkey Valley moved, nobody else from EDCO moved, and his dad, Coach Rochford, is giving him an earful right now, letting him know what's going on.
Yep, this is the last of the Rochford boys.
It is. It's the last of the Rochford.
He is a sophomore and continuing to learn at the varsity level. I think you got to realize that.
Yeah, he had a nice year last year, but he was only a freshman and sophomore. He's really hoping to have a better year.
Second down, 15 yards to go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And again, Funk has to step up on the rush there, but he's able to break free, and he's across the 30-yard line. Inside the 25-yard line, brought down to the 20-yard line. Cale Funk stepped up with that pressure in the pocket converging around him, stepped up the middle, brings it down to the 20-yard line, very near first down yardage.
Yeah, almost got back to that original first down, that 5-yard penalty. If we didn't have that, he easily gets the first down, and we're knocking on the door here for the red zone.
Second down and a yard. So picked up 14 on that after the penalty.
And this is positive stuff for the Vikings right here. They needed this kind of drive. They need to cap it off with some points and then get their defense back on there to stop.
Yeah, get some points. Maybe get a stop before the half.
Yeah,
try to get the ball back. Second down, 1 yard to go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left here. And on second down, Funk a long count at the line of scrimmage and rolls out right side looking to throw the football, looking for Bergen down the sideline. That pass caught. Touchdown. Got it. Just inside the right pylon on the far side. Funk hit him in stride. Bergen the reception. A 21-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back within 26-12.
Yeah, nice throw there by Funk. Got enough air under it. Was able to step into that pass. And nice job by Bergen catching that. A little bit of traffic there. Got by him. Got into the end zone.
You know, you see those two hook up there, and you just realize the fun they can have. A couple of seniors there, and they look like they've been working together for a long time.
Yeah,
it's just their second year.
They play a lot of sports together, so they know each other well, and that was well drawn up.
Here's your conversion. Snap back to Funk, and Funk's going to run, brings it right side, and walks in for the conversion. So the Vikings get the touchdown pass from Funk to Bergen. Funk the conversion run. 4:49 left in the opening half. 26-14. Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and by Carr Auto Group. So with 4:49 to go in our opening half, 26-14. Turkey Valley in the lead. Another score to pass along at the end of one. MFL Marmac leads New Hampton 7-0. By the way, if there's anybody that thinks that MFL Marmac's going away this year, they return 4 guys up front. They return a lot of speed. Some guys are going to step into some different roles, but that is going to be a fast team.
It's going to be fast. They've got a tough road. They've got a difficult district, but I think they're up for the challenge. They're battle-tested. Those guys stepping into those roles, I think, are going to have a great year.
And we'll see them next week in the ball game against Clayton Ridge. We'll see them 3 times out of the 8-game schedule we have this year. Vikings get a good answer. 21-yard pass play. Funk to Bergen. Funk the conversion run. And it's 26-14 here. Turkey Valley has not really been stopped offensively, and it's a short kick as the Vikings kick it away, and the ball bounces at the 15-yard line, goes out of bounds. Letting it step out of bounds there was number 40 in Calvin Bodensteiner. Could have picked it up there, but realized that he was not going to be able to get any yardage. The Vikings trying to keep it out of the hands of Hansen. They again kick it out of bounds, and I think this time Turkey Valley says, why don't you kick it again?
I think so. I think they're going to make EDCO back up 5 yards, kick this one again, and they're going to want to get some positive yardage out of this.
With the ball going out of bounds at the 15-yard line, instead of taking that 5 yards at the 20-yard line, we're going to push EDCO back here and figure that 5 yards is going to make a difference. Anything you can do to try to get Hansen to get his hands on any type of ball in the special teams.
Well, I think any chance you get the ball in his hands, he's got 3 touchdown passes tonight, 34 yards, 21 yards, 25 yards. He's got a 1-yard touchdown run. He's their offense right now when it comes to scoring.
He averages 25.8 yards on a kickoff return, including a 71-yard touchdown last year. 23.7 on punt returns is what he averaged.
Yeah, everybody knows. Let's keep this out of this young man's hands.
So Rochford, it's a pop-up punt, and letting it bounce is Hansen, but he's going to get a chance. 21-yard line, brings it right side to the 30-yard line, makes a defender miss. He's to the 40-yard line, finally tripped up. And it's a 38-yard line is where he goes, so that's a big swing in field position. They gain 20-plus yards by making EDCO kick off. And Hansen with a nice return, 22 yards, 23-yard return, hurts the average a bit. And it's 1st and 10 down to the 37-yard line.
And a little pop-up kickoff there, not a lot of room, but, man, he found a way to get to the outside, maybe drag that defense out, and then cut it back to the inside, and a good gain by Noah Hansen.
So 1st down, 10 yards to go, double wing set for the Trojans. They start again in EDCO territory. Hansen spins, fakes the handoff, brings it over the middle, and runs right into a Viking, Price Rochford. And they're able to roll forward ahead to the 34-yard line, 3-yard gain. Price Rochford did a nice job there plugging things up front. But again, staying low was Hansen. Because of that roll, there's an extra yard or 2.
Yeah, nice gain, even though it was just a little inside draw for Hansen on the quarterback, but nice gainer.
This is a case where Turkey Valley really unveiling all their offense. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. They run it with Schmidt, the fullback. 1st down, brings it right side. Just off the end of the line, inside the 30-yard line to the 26-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go. Look at what Turkey Valley, the guys that have had touches in this ballgame and the way they're using their offensive players.
Yeah, just different ways, different schemes, and everybody getting involved. And I think something EDCO's going to have to look at as well.
Double wing sets. They went with some double wings. Trips, or I should say, to the right, to the left. Here's a quick hit play, left side, caught by Busta. Same play they scored a touchdown on earlier, but well defensed by the Vikings. And that was Cale Funk making that play one-on-one on the far side. Pickup of 2, 2nd down, 8 yards to go. But yeah, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They went double wing set. They also, of course, have went, a couple of backs in the backfield.
Yeah, just different sets, giving EDCO plenty to look at, putting a lot on film for next week. They've got Don Bosco coming to town next week, so a lot on film for Bosco to digest.
2nd down, 7 yards to go. They run it back with Schmidt, the fullback, up the middle to the 20-yard line, able to make a defender miss as he leans ahead to the 18-yard line. That's hard working for 9 yards. And number 85 there, and Ian Miller making the play up from the secondary. But it's going to be 2nd down, actually 3rd down. We'll call it 2 yards to go as we approach the 3-minute mark here in our 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice hard running there by Oliver Schmidt. And Turkey Valley's got a chance to punch this in here with only 3 minutes to go in the quarter and really put EDCO behind the 8 ball.
Here's your double wing set. And they send Busta in motion from left to right. And actually, he runs almost out of bounds because Turkey Valley's going to have to take a timeout. So 2:55. They weren't sure on that play. But it's, again, 26-14. Trojans in the lead. They're driving. Let's take this break.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union would like to say thank you to our customers during the Patient Appreciation Event taking place through September 30th. Patients spending $100 will receive $20 off their order. Spend $200, receive $50 off your order, or spend $400 and receive $120 off your order. Contact your local Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader at 563-245-2304 or West Union at 563-422-6085 for more details. Some exclusions may apply. So it's going to be here 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Trojans with their 2nd timeout. But they're marching inside the 18-yard line. Back to Schmidt. Fullback hit at the line of scrimmage by Oberbrockling, and then Bergen and the rest of the Vikings join in and stand him up there. No gain on the play. Here's a huge 4th down for Turkey Valley. 4th and 2 as they went fullback dive up the middle, and the Trojans there stood up front.
Yeah, nice job by the front there. Edco, they're going to have to do it again. There's no gain on that play for Schmidt, but the defense is going to have to step up again and try to get a stop here, get a turnover and downs, have a chance to maybe get the offense back on the
Fourth
field.
down, 2 yards to go. Hansen with him under center. Toss play left side to Carson Busta. Gets to the corner, makes a defender there, runs him over. Lowered the shoulder to get first down yardage. Cale Funk was out there, did a nice job to slow him down. But he lowered the shoulder knowing contact was there. Because of that, leans ahead to the 15-yard line. Picks up 3+ on a 4th and 2 play for the Trojans.
And that's going to keep the ball in the Trojans' hands here, and they're inside the red zone. They're looking to put up another score here and extend this lead before half.
Yep, clock continuing to move. First down, 10 yards to go. 2-minute mark here in our second quarter. Hansen drops back to throw the football again. Has plenty of time. Looking in the end zone to hike, and it's intercepted. Jumping the route there and catching it is Miller. Down at the 5-yard line, dropped right there. The ball was underthrown to Hike. Actually, the end who had slid down off the left hash mark area, and jumping the pass route there was Ian Miller, going up for it, making a huge stop defensively. Second turnover the Vikings have forced inside the 10-yard line.
And that's huge. That's going to get the ball, the offense back on the field for the Vikings, get the ball in their hands, and they got to try to get down the field here in a hurry.
And again, the Trojans have just one timeout, so this can work a lot of good ways for you here. And remember, Edco gets the ball to start the second half, too.
Yeah, they deferred on the kick or the coin toss. So if they can get a score here and get the ball to start the second half, they can get back into, a positive situation. But a lot of pressure here on the offense.
So just short of the 5-yard line is where Miller was down at the 4-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. And back to Funk, and it's a boot play left side. Brings it near side to the 10-yard line and tripped up short of the 15-yard line. Fumbles the ball out of bounds, but he was down by then. Short of first down, but picks up 9 yards. Oh, they give him the first down across the 15-yard line.
They got him, they got him out to the 14, so they're giving him 11 on the carry, so that's a first down.
Well, they're marking the ball at the 14-yard line, and the sticks have already moved, so it wasn't a first down. He needed to get to the 15-yard line for first down. If you look at the sticks on the far side, they are just short of the 15-yard line, so they figured, close enough.
Close enough. The scoreboard had him starting at the 3 to the 14, so they said it's a first down. The chain gang said it was a first down. We're not going to argue with the chain gang.
And they get reset there, and it's going to be first and 10. The clock continues to run, but the Vikings here are showing no rush right now. I think it's one of those deals, if you break a big play, it changes your thinking. Otherwise, I think you're going to be content here to try to ride things out.
5 on the play clock, so they're going to have to get this off.
First down, 10 yards to go. They snap it back to Funk. It's a bit of a busted play, but Funk trying to bring it around right side to the 15-yard line, 20-yard line, stays inbounds, down short of the out-of-bounds sideline on that far side at the 20-yard line. They stop play there.
They said he went out of bounds.
Wow. And it is short of the 20-yard line, and 2nd and 4, and Edco is going to take a timeout on top of this as well. So they say he's out of bounds, but the Vikings want to talk things over. 2nd down, 4 yards to go, and 26-14 is our score. Back with more after this.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. 1:03 left in our first half, so a timeout taken there by the Vikings. And 2nd down, 5 yards to go. They ruled him out of bounds there, and the Vikings feel like, hey, let's go. We got to play here. Let's see what can happen.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of refocusing the men here and getting them on the field going, hey, we got a minute. Let's try to get it down the field, get that big play, maybe get a score.
And again, we'll have our halftime guest tonight. We'll talk EDCO volleyball with our halftime guest tonight. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. They snap it back to Funk, brings it near side, 20-yard line at the 25-yard line. Tackled, and I believe, as it turns out, he is out of bounds across the 25-yard line, but has first down. Good pursuit there by number 47 in Troy Schmidt. But Funk booted it to the left and ended up on the top of a pile. By the time he came down right in front of the Edco bench, he was out of bounds. 57 seconds left here in our second quarter.
Yeah, first down for the Vikings. Stops the clock. They still got a minute to work with here. Almost to midfield. Got a chance, but I think they need to get some big gainers here and try to get downfield.
Well, the other thing is now that you're out of your own territory, a little breathing room here, you may see maybe the playbook opened up a little bit.
A little bit, yep. They've thrown it quite a bit here, winged it around. He's got 79 yards passing. Funk does to 3 different receivers, a couple touchdowns, so he can throw it, and he's been accurate tonight, but not always catching the ball.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Funk has 3 receivers to the right, Steger alone to the left, and Funk to throw the football again, and he's double team there, trying to step up out of the pocket, makes one defender miss, and he does, and Funk brings it across the middle of the field to the 35-yard line, and he busts to the far side, inside Turkey Valley territory, inside the 30, steps out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Nifty piece of running by Cale Funk in what looked like was going to be a huge loss. Somehow kept his feet going, got through things, and the Vikings now a serious threat to march here with 43 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, just a great self-preservation there, and it turns into a huge gain, and Funk's just trying to catch his wind right now.
36-yard run. He spent a lot of time there high-stepping in the backfield to get through traffic as Schmidt, and also there as well, Franzen, looked like they had things kind of, again, stood up well. But now, EDCO takes...
I think this is an official's timeout.
So?
I think we've got some blood maybe on Funk, so they're gonna take care of that. And this is an official's time.
Now, what's interesting here, as EDCO went to the sideline, the officials send them back. Turkey Valley got to their sideline, and then the official brings them back onto play too. So Funk is actually going to have to leave this play is for the Vikings is what happens here.
Yeah, he's going to have to step out. He's got a lot of blood on that right arm, so it looks like we're going to have a different young man step in here to call the plays.
The Vikings still have a timeout. So does Turkey Valley, but what EDCO's thinking is we want to save that timeout. Let's get Funk and make sure the hand's all right there, and it just appears that it's just a blood issue. And Funk doesn't mind this because let him catch his breath.
Yeah, I think he's going, I get catch a breather. He's not worried about the blood. He's not worried about whatever's going on with his arm. He's like, I just need some air.
Some ball boy, get that guy some water. First down, 10 yards to go. Vikings run up here, and before they get this play off, I think Coach Rochford says, all right, we're going to take a timeout here. So they're going to use that timeout with 43 seconds to go in our first half. We'll take this break with them. 26-14, Vikings trail, but marching. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated. About all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Ray's Excavating, Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point and Delhi, Ethan Kane Construction, event-owned drain, call Ethan Kane, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, harvest wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. First down, 10 yards to go. Back to Rochford out of basically the Wildcat formation. And Rochford brings it left side to the 25-yard line down to the 22-yard line. Picks up 5 yards, but now the Vikings are out of timeouts. So the clock continues to move here. Cale Funk, by the way, is now back onto the field with 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. So they ran Wildcat with Price Rochford. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Funk looking to throw the football, looking into the end zone for Bergen. Bergen goes up in and out of his hands. Getting a hand in there was Calvin Bodensteiner. Bergen had the ball just go off his hands after Bodensteiner got a piece of it, probably enough to deflect it away and not make it clean. And it's 3rd down and 5 for the Vikings.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there. Just got a little loft under it, and Bodensteiner being so tall, so long there, gets his arms up and tipped that ball, and Bergen not enough concentration to get it off of that good tip by Bodensteiner.
So 3rd down and 5, 17 seconds left in the half. By the way, New Hampton has scored against MFL Marmac, so that game is now 7-6 in the second quarter at New Hampton. Vikings down by 12, trying to get back within a score, and remember, they get the ball to start the second half. It is 3rd down now and 5 yards to go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Funk continues on a pistol formation, gets the snap, dropping back, steps up, maybe looking to run, spins, makes a defender miss, brings it now to the 20-yard line, and he's going to be tackled. Does have first down yardage to the 17-yard line, stood up there by Schmidt and a host of other Trojans. If the spot is a first down, well, the clock, they say it's not. The clock is going to run out. If it's a first down, the clock should have stopped, but the officials say it is not. It is not a first down, and the clock runs out, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Vikings get down inside the 20-yard line. Boy, they could have used a first down there, but just short. The officials didn't budge at all. They looked at where the ball was spotted and said, keep the clock moving, and that's how the first half comes to an end. But it is Turkey Valley, ranked in the top 10 in the preseason 8-man poll. They lead EDCO at the half, 26-14. When we return, our halftime interview, we'll talk EDCO volleyball. When your halftime show gets underway, get you caught up to date on the scores and more. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
I should have moved over for that utility van.
I should have slowed down for that bucket truck.
I should have slowed down and moved over for that maintenance vehicle.
I should have known the law.
Did you know that in the state of Iowa, motorists are required by law to move over or slow down when approaching any stationary vehicle that has its flashing lights activated, including utility trucks and maintenance vehicles? Failing to do so can result in fines or the loss of your driver's license. So when you see flashing lights, move over or slow down, preferably both. It's the law, and it might just save a life. This safety message brought to you by Alamaki Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. EDCO football is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville.
Veterans Memorial.
EDCO football is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Our halftime guests tonight, we're joined by EDCO volleyball coach Dana Copran. Coach, first off here, let's talk about who's back for EDCO on the volleyball squad this year.
Yes, we have 6 upperclassmen. Our seniors are led by Ellie Bockenstead and Reagan Stelkin. Our junior group is Marin Gall, Audrey Helmrich, and Campbell Kirby.
All right, so that's a good group to build around there. And I take it you have some young kids expected to kind of step into some roles for you.
Yes, we do. We have 10 freshmen. So it's a large group. It's a good group, but we're working on getting them the experience and hoping that they can, at least a couple of them can contribute at the varsity level.
All right, so obviously you guys get ready for the season because you open up tomorrow, go to the Easton Valley tournaments, and kind of give us a preview there.
Yep, it's our first tournament for the season, so we're excited to get started and have a scoreboard and not just a scrimmage. We play Bellevue, Marquette, Easton Valley, and Wilton.
All right, so that's to start things out for your team. What do you want to see out of your team this opening weekend then?
We're really working on our team culture and, getting after it, having some urgency and competing. So I'm really working them to come together as a team and give it all they got.
All right, we should also point out that you're familiar with this EDCO program, right?
A little bit, yeah. I coached Razor Club volleyball last year with EDCO. I just moved last year, so I've coached a handful of the girls for club, but really looking forward to having a full season with these girls and seeing how far we can go.
All right, let's talk about the Tri-Rivers Conference because it's a pretty good conference volleyball-wise, isn't it?
It is. That's what I've heard. That's what I've seen.
All right, so as far as your team, again, you mentioned the growth you're looking to see early this season. How do you see your team moving forward this year, what you want to accomplish?
Our approach is defense-first approach, getting after the ball, being aggressive, and good things happen when we're ready and have that energy and are ready to compete. So I think we've stressed that enough, so I'm hoping that we can get a good start right off from Saturday, our first tournament.
All right, Coach, good luck to you, of course, this weekend, and thanks for joining us here at the half.
Thanks.
EDCO volleyball coach Dana Copran, our halftime guest here tonight with the EDCO Turkey Valley football game.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Again here at the half, 26-14 is our lead. It is a 12-point lead for Turkey Valley. They led 8-6 at the end of one. Turkey Valley actually went up 26-6, but EDCO got that 21-yard touchdown pass from Funk to Bergen, and then the Funk run to make it 26-14. They did have a nice drive that bogged down inside the 20-yard line as the first half came to an end. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with Turkey Valley.
Turkey Valley, they've got 146 yards rushing on 28 carries. Busta's got 4 carries. Noah Hansen's got 33 yards on 8 carries. 4 carries for Burke Busta, 37 yards, and 12 carries for Oliver Schmidt for 64 yards. The 1 touchdown run, Noah Hansen, a 1-yard plunge from the quarterback position. Hansen throwing the ball is 7 for 7, 137 yards throwing. He's got a touchdown pass of 34, 21, and 25. He does have that 1 interception that was right down there near the goal line. But his receivers tonight, Carson Busta, 2 catches, 28 yards. He had 1 touchdown. Calvin Bonesteiner, a catch for 20 yards. Chase Hayek, 2 catches, 37 yards. Oliver Schmidt, a catch for 34 yards. Burke Busta, a catch for 18 yards.
Out of the 6 possessions Turkey Valley has had, 4 of them resulted in touchdowns. The other 2 bogged down on turnovers there.
A fumble and an interception. So.
Down at the 10-yard line. So, again, they could have added more. So the Vikings feel fortunate to be down by just a dozen here at the half. Let's go to the totals now here for Edgewood-Colesburg.
On the ground, it's almost all Cale Funk until that second to last play. Bryce Rochford, 1 carry, 5 yards. Otherwise, it's Cale Funk. He's got 16 carries, 107 yards, 112 yards rushing there. Funk is 7 for 14 passing the ball. He's got 79 yards. He does have 2 touchdown passes, a 17-yarder and a 20-yarder. Those are both to Dawson Bergen. He's got 5 catches, 68 yards. Bennett Steger has a catch for 8 yards. Bryce Rochford has a catch for 3 yards.
So that's your totals here. And again, total yardage for both these teams?
EDCO is at 191, and for the Trojans, 137 yards in the air, 146 yards on the ground.
All right, let's update you on a couple of scores. Now, North Fayette Valley leads Southwind 35-0 at the end of 3, so that ball game is booking.
It's flying.
And West Union and North Fayette Valley off to a good start, leading Southwind 35-0. New Hampton scored late in the second quarter and got the conversion, so they lead MFL Marmac at the half 14-7. Sumner Fred leading Starmont at the half 38-0, and Clayton Ridge leading Postville at the half 12-0. That's update you on all the games that we are following here tonight. Turkey Valley leads at our half right now 26-14. When we return, we'll talk about the second half. We'll have second half action. You're listening to high school football on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today. Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and by Carr Auto Group. At the half, once again, it is 26-14. Turkey Valley leading here in Edgewood-Colesburg at Community Dreams Field tonight here in Edgewood. So again, the Trojans ranked in the top 10. This is a team that has some high expectations this year, as they should.
They should. They're a perennial favorite. A good football tradition up there. But even though they lost a couple of weapons from last year, they got a lot of guys coming back and a lot of young men who want to make a name for themselves this year. And it starts with EDCO here tonight. Not getting the game in last year with EDCO, they want to finish a game here and kind of send a message to start the year.
All right, let's talk a little bit now here about EDCO. And I think the first half, offensively, I think you're all right with how things have went.
Yeah, and I think they need a little more distribution on the ground, but I think the game plan tonight was to distribute it with the air, try to get downfield, and early in that first quarter they were doing a nice job, and then they started getting behind the sticks a little bit, and I think Turkey Valley kind of tweaked things up front, and we're putting a little more pressure on Funk.
All right, so again at the half, 26-14, EDCO does get the ball to start the second half. And they know they've got to find some defensive efforts in this ballgame to slow down Turkey Valley.
Definitely, but I think that first possession is going to be huge. To go down, try to put some points on the board, and then, lean on your defense and tell them, hey, you got to get a stop, because the only person who has stopped Turkey Valley is themselves with the fumble and the interception. Otherwise, they've scored at will.
All right, updating you on the score, Sumner, Fred, and Starmont are now at the end of 3, and it is 38-0. North Fayette Valley again leading Southwind at the end of 3, 35-0. Clayton Ridge leading Postville at the half, 12-0 in that ball game, and New Hampton leads MFL Marmac at the half, 14-7. So we'll continue to keep you up to date on those ball games. So the second half with the Vikings to receive, trailing by a score of 14-7. Next week, back to the 11-man game. It will be MFL Marmac and Clayton Ridge. And again, MFL Marmac has Clayton Ridge. Then they've got Osage in 2 weeks. So they're playing New Hampton and Osage, a couple of 2A non-district ball games with Clayton Ridge, a Class A team mixed in.
There, yeah, just a tough early schedule there for the Bulldogs, but I think they're up for the challenge.
And that district that they're in, Columbus is, again, a contender. Beckman, a top 10 team from a season ago that played in the Dome. They return plenty back.
Cascades, no pushover.
They return just about everybody.
They're going to be tough.
That'll be a case there of whoever gets in out of the postseason as the fourth team out of that, or it may not, again, maybe a dangerous team perhaps.
It might be a real dangerous team.
So to lunch it away here, once again, will be Turkey Valley, and it will be Tinahero to lunch it away. Tinahero back to lunch it away. Funk is back to receive at the 10-yard line, and correction there, that's Bergen. And Bergen's looks it to the sideline, bounces at the 5-yard line, it settles in, it stays inbounds, he picks it up at the 6-yard line, brings it up that far sideline, scoots across the 15 out to the 20-yard line. He thought at first maybe it's going to go out of bounds, but it just laid there. Tinahero, nice kickoff, but a good job by Bergen, getting it out of the 10-yard line, brings it out to the 20, and it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings as we start this second half.
Yeah, that ball just kind of played dead, and Bergen's like, I got to pick this up, I got to go.
I'm going to go out of bounds there, and we had that sideline. That's the first touch there on a kickoff return for Bergen since that opening kickoff, which he got in almost the same area, brought it up the left sideline. Time taken for just a moment. Cale Funk. Lost in all of that is the fact that Funk has a shoe that needed to be tied up. So we return to action here, and what is first down, 10 yards to go, as we are just underway in our third quarter. I think we're going to be the late show tonight. Lots of scoring to take place here in an 8-man game, and that's all right.
A lot of scoring usually.
First down, 10 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right as we start the second half. And Funk fakes the throw right side, drops back, looking long. He's looking for Bergen. Got to step on his man. In and out of his hands there at the 30-yard line inside Turkey Valley territory. Would have been a nice catch. And to be honest with you, disrupting that play down the field was number 40, Calvin Bodenstone, I believe, in on the coverage. But Bergen had gotten by him there. It would have been a nice play.
And I don't think Bodensteiner got a hand on that ball, but he definitely got his hands into that passing lane. Made it hard for Bergen to see, but Bergen just not able to come up with that. That would have been a huge gain on first down.
In that area there, that just disrupted Bergen's line of sight. First down, 10 yards to go. They operate from the left hash mark. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And it is, again, second down and 10. And to run the football there is going to be Funk. Funk, now it's busted. He's looking to throw the football, looking for Rochford. Bobbles it, cannot hang on to it at the 40-yard line. They say he's out of bounds at the 43-yard line. He had possession of it at the 40-yard line, but bobbled it, could not haul it in. He finally did haul it in at the 37-yard line inside Turkey Valley territory on the near side, right in front of the EDCO bench. But wasn't able to hang on to it.
That was a nice catch, but if he could have caught that clean the first time, that would have been another nice gain. And it did look like Funk wanted to tuck that and run, but kind of stepped back behind that line of scrimmage and had a nice toss there. And Rochford able to come up with it just a little too
So
late.
it is now third down and 10 yards to go for the Vikings. And they are looking at their own 19-yard line. They have to get out to the 29-yard line for first down. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, as this is the opening possession of this second half. And it is third down, 10 yards to go. They snap it back to Funk. Funk has to step up there. He's being rushed, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 5-yard line. Shooting through was Burke Busta. The linebacker makes the tackle back at the 3-yard line, and that is a loss of 16 yards. And the opening series goes 3 and out as the Vikings pushed up against the goal line.
Yeah, that was just a disastrous. Nice blitz there, a late blitz by Burke Busta, and he kind of came untouched, and Cale Funk had nowhere to go with
there was a late scramble for the football there, but Funk was well down as Busta gets the sack. But Funk has to kick from the back of his end zone. Hansen stands at midfield at the 40-yard line. So they're going to get great field position here. Back to Funk, and Funk gets that kick off, trying to kick it away. It's short. Hansen's going to let it fall at the 30-yard line. Then finally it kicks ahead, and that's a break for the Vikings. It'll go ahead to the 37-yard line. 34-yard punt. There is no return. You didn't flip the field, but at least the Trojans don't start too far in your territory, but they take over at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and this is not the start that the Vikings wanted. They didn't get any positive yards on that first drive, had to punt from deep in their own territory. And here's Turkey Valley starting in EDCO territory once again.
So first down, 10 yards to go at the 37-yard line in their initial possession with the Trojans up 26-14. Hansen going to boot it around left side. He's down inside the 25-yard line. Here comes a flag, and this may be in a holding area as he brought it inside the 35-yard line to the 33-yard line, tackled by Price Rochford. But there's a penalty, and I think this is against the Trojans. This happened after... this may be the reason why Hansen was able to boot around left end so easily.
Yeah, I think this is in the area of holding for sure.
And it is holding against the Trojans. Viking was shaken up there for just a second, and that was number 20 in Caden Cole. And looked at, again, he was slow to get up, so Turkey Valley was kind of signaling maybe he ought to come out here, but he's able to get up and head to the sideline, and that is the first holding penalty for either team in this game. We've just had some false starts, right?
Yeah, false starts, no major penalties. Kick the ball out of bounds, false starts, nothing major. So this is the first big penalty, and looks like it happened right on the line of scrimmage. So all that yardage is negated, and we're going to back them up another 10 yards.
And that'll push it back inside Trojan territory as it'll go inside the 35-yard line by the time that's marked off. So it's going to be first down and 20 yards to go for the Trojans. So they start from as far behind the chains as they have all night long. Every play they've run on first down has usually been positive yardage.
Yeah, for sure. So deep in their own territory here, or in their own territory, kind of regroup here, first down and 21.
So first down, 21 yards to go. So the penalty happened a yard behind the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and they snap it back to Hansen. Quarterback draw up the middle. Brent makes a defender miss. Here comes another flag as he goes in across the 35-yard line, gets out to the 38-yard line, picks up about 6 on the draw. Shooting through there was Kirby, got a hand in on him to slow him down, and that helped mitigate that run. But we have a penalty, and the Vikings are indicating they're going to wave that flag off, is what the officials are indicating. But the Vikings are indicating they thought it was against Turkey Valley.
Yeah, they thought that was against Turkey Valley. They wanted the penalty, and officials said, nope, there's no penalty. We're just going to take that gain. So Hansen's gain there counts towards his total.
So that's a 6-yard gain. Second down, 15 yards to go. 90 seconds into our third quarter. 26-14, Trojans in the lead. They operate from the right hash mark. Second down to throw the football again is Hansen, rolling out right side, throws it short, and it's knocked away as that ball was almost thrown away. Number 14 by Stagger on the far side got a hand in the passing lane, but really he was looking down the sideline for number 22 in Oliver Schmidt, but there was just nothing there, and Hansen just tried to dump it, and fortunate to get a hand on it was Stagger. Third and long for the Trojans.
And that was Hansen's first incomplete pass of the night. He was 7 for 7 in the first half. That's his first incompletion. So, and he was kind of throwing it away.
And this is the first time they have faced third and long. Third down, 15 yards to go. Hansen, it's a flare play, left side, caught there by number 22 in Schmidt. Schmidt brings it back across the middle of the field to the 40-yard line, back inside EDCO territory, but brought down to the 39-yard line. It was a screen play to the left side, caught there by Schmidt, but he had to go back to the middle of the field where the EDCO defense was. It only picks up 4 yards, and it's fourth down for Turkey Valley. They may be punting for the first time in this game.
Punt. This is a positive for the EDCO defense, forcing a punt out of the Trojans.
And you see EDCO going back late there. Bergen, low snap to Oliver Schmidt to punt it away, kicks it left side, almost hit Funk, who was going back there to block, and it's caught on the bounce, fielded nicely by Carson Busta, right up there at chest level as it bounced right to him at the 12-yard line. So that is a 32-yard repunt. 32 yards. There is no return, and it is first down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings here, trailing 26-14, but getting a defensive stop.
Yeah, they got to stop. That was the positive. Forced a punt, not even a turnover on downs. Forced a punt. That's a positive for the defense. Now we need some positive for the offense if EDCO wants to get back into this.
So after a lot of scoring in the second quarter, Turkey Valley outscored EDCO 20-6 in that quarter. Both possessions in the opening third quarter, we exchanged punts. First down, 10 yards to go. 3 receivers to the left, a receiver to the right, and a long count here from Funk. Funk, left side, and it is caught sliding down is Bergen, and this was a wide receiver screen, but he had to go low to catch it, and he slides down, completed pass, but loses 2 yards, and it's second down, 12 yards to go. You let the 2 inside receivers block as Bergen tried to catch that, and he did catch it, but they lose 2 yards on the completion.
Yeah, and that's just a frustration there. The ball thrown a little low. Bergen does a nice job going down to catch it, but no chance to get his feet under him and to get out in space.
They've done a nice job. Bergen and Funk have been on a couple of times tonight, hitting in stride, including on one of the touchdown passes they had. So it's now here, second down, 12 yards to go. Again, empty backfield. Funk out a pistol, gets the snap, looks over the middle, and Rochford, not expecting it, did not realize he was the intended receiver, running a slant in the middle of the field. It is incomplete, and it is third down, 11 yards to go. So a mix-up communication-wise there. Funk was going over the middle of the field, but incomplete.
And hard to tell if that ball was intended for Rochford on the slant or if Rochford was supposed to be running more of a post pattern there. But that ball, that was just a bad miscommunication, even though it was a well-thrown ball.
So another miscommunication there by the Vikings offensively. Third down, 11 yards to go. Puts them in a bad position. Receiver split right and left. And back to Funk with Max Protect in there. Funk to throw the football, looking one-on-one, looking there for number 20. And that pass is caught by number 20, Caden Cole. Near sideline at the 35-yard line. Just a jump ball. Carson Busta at 5'10", went up against Caden Cole that time. And Cole, by the way, 6'2". Because of that height, went up and got it. They convert third and 11 down to the 36-yard line in Trojan territory.
Yeah, 31-yard gain there. Nice pitch, nice throw by Cale Funk there, and good concentration by Cole to go catch that ball.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Vikings with a big conversion here, trailing 26-14. You have 3 receivers to the left. Steger now as a receiver to the right. 8:40 and counting in our third quarter. And on first down, they send back in motion there, and there is movement. I believe it was Bergen kind of hesitating at first, but the guilty party is number 20, Caden Cole, the wide receiver, spread out on the left side. He actually jumped across the line of scrimmage.
He jumped across. Cale Funk was stepping back. I just don't think the ball got snapped on the right count there.
So they lose 5 yards on that play. First down, 15 yards to go. Again, some of this you can expect, especially EDCO being so new up front. Yeah. I mean, basically, when you only return a couple of kids on both sides of the ball to begin with. So it is now first down, 15 yards to go. But as I mentioned, if you're making these mistakes, week 6 and 7, you're in the midst of a very long season.
Yep, you're in trouble then.
First down, 15 yards to go. Back to Funk. Funk rolling out to the left, looking to throw the football, trying to get away now from Burke Busta. He spins away, still running on the left sideline, finally gets back to the line of scrimmage and pushed out of bounds on the Turkey Valley sideline on that far side. Tell you what, he was moving, he was spinning. He's able to keep free for a while, but ran out of real estate, and it's second down, 15 yards to go, no gain.
He ran a long ways for 0 yards, but he worked hard to get back to that line of scrimmage.
Funk right now has, and you look at what he's rushed for in this ball game, but he has run for as many yards behind the line of scrimmage. What I mean by that is just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, trying just to save face and not lose yards on a blitz by the Trojans.
So second down, 15 yards to go. Clock stops with Funk stepping out of bounds. And they're back at their 39-yard line. So the Vikings are back in their own territory here. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And it is, again, a second and long situation. And do you have a long count again from Funk? Funk gets the snap, fakes the hit play right side, looking for Rochford down low at right seam, catches it at the 20, got his defender beat, 10, 5, goes in for the score, touchdown, got it. A 39-yard pass play from Cale Funk to Price Rochford. Again, you fake the up, you go deep, and the Vikings back within 26-20 here in the third.
Yeah, 41-yard pass play just beyond the mid part of the field, and a nice route there by Rochford to get behind the defender and just turned on the Jets there to finish. EDCO now needs to put those extra 2 up on the board.
So they've been able to overcome a couple of miscues as far as penalty-wise here on this drive. And here is your conversion. It's a double wing set now with Bergen as a receiver to the left, and they snap it back to Funk. Funk goes right side, and the pass is intercepted. Jumping the pass route there was Carson Busta. They try to flare it out there to the near side. Incomplete. The conversion fails. 8:16 left in the third. We've got a good one. 26-20 is our score. Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
In a lawsuit, a little extra liability protection can go a long way. I'm Julie Depke, agent. A personal liability umbrella policy from American Family Insurance offers $1 million or more of coverage over and above the limits of your auto and home policy, and it's affordable.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Ray's Excavating, Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. So on their second drive of the third quarter, EDCO gets an impressive drive. 41-yard pass play. Funk hooking up with Rochford. The conversion pass fails, but it's 26-20 right now, and Turkey Valley in the lead. The lead in the second quarter was 26-6, so the Vikings have shown they can move the football in this game.
They have, and I think that's another positive. The defense had some positive here in the second half. Offense gets a positive possession there. Now we'll see what happens here. Turkey Valley's going to have to regroup. EDCO's got the momentum right now for sure.
By the way, change of kicker. Kicking off here will be Funk, and the left-footed kick, and again, he just kicks it out of bounds at the 25-yard line. I don't know if he was looking to lay it down there. Judging by Funk's reaction, that wasn't what he was trying to do, because it went directly out of bounds on the fly at the 25-yard line.
And I don't think that's what he wanted, but I assume Turkey Valley's going to take this at the 30.
Yeah, now you're going to move it up ahead to the 30-yard line. So Funk had his try kicking off, and Turkey Valley says, yes, we'll take it at the 30-yard line. So first down, 10 yards to go. Trojans on their opening possession of the third quarter. They got bogged down there because of a penalty. Kind of pushed them back, and they had to punt for the first time in this ball game. But right now, split backs in the backfield. First down, 10 yards to go, 8:15 left in the third. They run it with Schmidt, hit at the line of scrimmage. There is no gain. Oberrockling up front, host of other Vikings. Kirby there as well. Second down, 10 yards to go. May have lost a half a yard up the middle.
That was a big hit. I don't know if that was Kirby or Oberrockling, but they both kind of met at Schmidt, and Schmidt didn't go anywhere. We talked about him falling forward in the first half. They went backwards on that one, so no gain there for the Trojans.
Second down now, 10 yards to go. And now you have three receivers to the right for the Trojans. Back to Hansen. Hansen's going to bring it around right side. Steps back inside towards the hash mark on the right side, but only a couple of yards. Really forced back to where the action was. And a nice open field tackle by Dawson Bergen. One-on-one brought him down at the 32-yard line. 2-yard gain, but it's 3rd and 8 for the Trojans.
And the Vikings are playing inspired defense here right now. No gain on the first one. Hansen stopped after 2 yards in the second one. 3rd and long. Trojans get out of their comfort zone, and the Vikings are looking more and more comfortable here in their defense in the second half.
Third down and long. Again, they had to punt in their opening series. 3 receivers to the right. Third down, 8 yards to go from the 32-yard line. Booting left side is Hansen. Forced back to the middle, and the Vikings are there. Good job by Caden Cole forcing that action back to the inside. There's Oberbrockling. There's Kirby. It's no gain, and it's 4th down now for Turkey Valley.
And this might be a punt situation. They're still in their own territory. They've only gained 2 yards, and the Vikings might get this ball back if they can't convert.
And Oliver Schmidt stands back at his 20-yard line, so back-to-back possessions here. The Trojans are going to have to punt the football away. And back to receive is Bergen. Schmidt gets the punt away, a high booming punt near side. Bergen looks at it, bounces at the 20, then kicks inside the 10. Just stays in bounce on the near sideline and down at the 8-yard line. Bergen stayed away, figured the ball was going to go out of bounds, but it went from the 20-yard line right down the hash marks, down to the 7-yard line where it's down there, and that's where the Vikings take over.
And that thing looked like it was just going to kick sideways, and it rolled right down that sideline on the 6-yard line. Vikings are deep in their own territory.
So Schmidt ends up with a great punt. So that ends up going a total there of 44 yards and no return. First down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. A chance to tie this ball game, maybe take the lead. Concerned Carson Busta, and I think Busta will check out. That looks to me like a cramping issue.
That looks like a cramp in his ankle or his maybe his calf muscle there, but he looked like a cramp going on.
You expect a lot of this in the season opener. Thankfully, it's not as hot as it has been in previous openers, but still a humid night. And it's first down, 10 yards to go. 6:31 left here in our third quarter. Back to Funk. Funk brings it left side. Not much. Tries to cut back to the inside, and there's just nothing there. Good job by the Trojans. Taking away the outside. He's going to lose yardage. Couldn't get back to the 5. They'll push it back to the 4-yard line, and a host of Trojans really shut that down on the right side. And I believe it started up front with their nose guard once again there. And number 75, and that was Mo Tinahero.
Yep, Mo Tinahero there up front, causing a lot of havoc, a loss of 2 there for Funk, and the Vikings are kind of backed up on their own doorstep.
And that ball looks back to the 3-yard line, so it's a second and long situation here for the Vikings. They come out. 3 receivers to the right, a receiver to the left. Funk again out of pistol, looking to throw the football. They bring pressure, right side looking for Bergen. It's in and out of his hands, but closing on the left side there and jumping the passing lane was Hansen, who likely caused a little disruption for Bergen. And keep in mind, it was on the near side. It would have been a pretty catch by Bergen. He had to catch it over his shoulder right in front of the EDCO sideline, but it's third down and long for the Vikings.
Well, Funk had to throw that over the guy up front, number 27, Ryan Franzen. So you got a tall guy to throw over. You got Hansen closing fast on Bergen, and that ball would have had to have been perfect right in his hands to be caught.
Yeah, Franzen, the 6'7" defensive end for Turkey Valley. We have seen his size disrupt a couple of plays tonight. Lengthy size there of those long arms, and it's third down, 13 yards to go for the Vikings. They converted third and long their previous drive, but now they're inside their own 5-yard line. Back to Funk. Funk drops back, looking over the middle of the field there, and it's one-on-one looking for Bergen, and it's in and out of his hands, broken up late at the 32-yard line. It was placed there by Funk as they went up the sideline area, but broken up defensively, and that is Bodensteiner at 6'3", able to reach in there and actually knock it away from Bergen, incomplete.
And both of those guys, pushing and shoving a little bit with hands, but clean play there. Good job by Bodensteiner to disrupt it. Bergen almost came up with another beautiful catch there. Vikings are going to have to punt.
So Turkey Valley, because of that punt, they're going to flip field position, and Funk stands back at the edge of his, goal line. So Funk launches it away. Hansen away from him, and that ball sails out of bounds, and this is not going to be good because they're going to mark it inside the 25-yard line, and I think maybe even inside the 20. They're going to stop short of the 20-yard line, but that ends up being an 18-yard punt. He was trying to kick it on the far sideline there, and that ball went out of bounds. Fortunate, as it turns out, to go 18 yards, but it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Trojans at the 21-yard line.
And, there's one thing to be said for keeping it out of Hansen's hands. I understand that, but there's another thing to be said of we're just kicking it sideways and not gaining anything. Let's try to get some coverage, get downfield, and push them back a little bit.
So instead, they take over outside of the red zone. Special teams huge on this third quarter situation. Schmidt runs the football left side, brings it around left end, gets down to about the 16-yard line, picks up 5 on first down. Think of how big it was for Schmidt, who just carried the ball. But that punt that rolled inside, the 10-yard line.
Oh, that was huge.
And
That was
it's EDCO against the backs to the wall there. Push back to the 3-yard line. You got a punt. Turkey Valley, great field position here at the 16-yard line. Second down, 5 yards to go, leading 26-20. Hansen fakes the handoff. He's going to bring it up the middle, and he goes inside the 10. He's down to the 5-yard line, and it's a first and goal. Ian Miller makes the tackle, but that is a run of 11 yards by Hansen, who faked the handoff to Schmidt, then used him as the lead blocker.
Yeah, nice job using that blocker, gaining those extra yards, and just hard running out of Hansen. Something we haven't seen from him yet in the second half, but a nice run right
Trojans' third possession of the third quarter. The previous two resulted in punts, but they're knocking on the door here. They run it right side, back into the ball game. That is Busta, Carson Busta. Brings it right side, leans ahead as he goes to the 1. Tried to reach ahead, fumbles the football, but he's down as the ball squirted out when he hit the ground at the 1-yard line. And a touchdown saving tackle there by Bergen around the edge. But they get to the 1-yard line. They actually say he's down at the 2 where the knees went down. But it's now second down and goal for the Trojans here at the 2-yard line.
And it's going to be tough for the Vikings to keep them out of the end zone, but they had great field position, and Turkey Valley is looking to finish this off.
Second down and goal. Double wing set now here for the Trojans. Hansen, quarterback sneak, right side. He's in for a second rushing touchdown. He's throwing for 3. He's rushed now for 2. Another short run, 2-yard skirt in. And it's now, with 4:11 left in the third, 32-20, Trojans answer.
Yeah, that was a big answer there. We talked about flipping the field. When you give Turkey Valley a short field and they're running hard, it's really hard to stop them, and a nice job on them capitalizing on that flip of field position.
And again, this is a big conversion for Turkey Valley. They are 1 of 4 conversion-wise tonight. Snap back to Hansen, rolling out to the right, throws it short. It is caught by Busta, and he catches it just over the goal line on the far side, sliding down, catches the conversion. So with 4:11 left here in the third, 34-20, Turkey Valley in the lead. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
It's back to school time again, and that means the fall sports season is in full swing. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona wish all of our area cross-country, volleyball, and football student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Get out and support your local school sports teams this fall. Family Dentistry of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
So our score once again, 34-20. Turkey Valley, short field, 21-yard drive. And that was a 2-yard touchdown run there by Hansen, the quarterback. And then they get the conversion. Hansen hooking up there with, once again, Carson Busta. So it's now 34-20 your score. Turkey Valley in the lead. 4:11 left here in our third quarter. A final score. Sumner Fred has defeated Starmont tonight by a final score of 44-6. We'll get you some more updates on other games happening. Meanwhile, to lunch it away here for Turkey Valley, once again, is going to be Mo Tinahero. Tinahero brings it left side, and the kick there, bobbled by Bergen, picks it up on the right hash mark, brings it near side across the 20-yard line, breaks the defender miss, gets out to the 25-yard line, 22-yard return. First down, 10 yards to go. Vikings, not bad field position at all. So, MFL Marmac has scored in the third quarter, but they missed the PAT. New Hampton leads MFL Marmac 14-13 in the third quarter.
That's a great game going on up there in New Hampton tonight. Both of those teams going to have a nice season.
And New Hampton, a team that many figures probably in the top 10 in Class 2A. They return just about everybody, and especially they're big up front. And MFL Marmac returns a lot of their guys up front, but new skill position people for them. First down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. And on their own 27-yard line, Funk to throw the football. Left side it is Bergen. Catches it. 30-yard line. Brings it left side now across the 40-yard line. And he has first down yardage as he scoots inside Trojan territory to the 37-yard line. So what they did is Rochford kind of cleared out the defenders on that side, and then Bergen ran an out to the far sideline. And we have a Turkey Valley Trojan that is slow to get up. May have made that play on the bottom of it. I believe that is Hike. That is number 35, Chase Hike, a 6'2 senior. So we have an official's timeout there, and this may be a cramping issue as well as he's able to get up. but a first down play for EDCO. Nice roll out there to the left and a high percentage pass, pitch and catch with Funk and Bergen.
Yeah, and they've been hooking up all night long. That's Bergen's 7th catch. He's up to 82 yards. He's got those 2 touchdowns from Cale Funk, and Cale Funk's over 150 yards now, so those two are doing a nice job of working together out there on the field, trying to get EDCO down the field.
Well, it appears that the officials have made this basically a player's timeout. So they have water coming in, and EDCO not going to the sidelines, but they're allowing the water boys to make it on out there to the field. And in Turkey Valley's case, they're water girls. They got boys on the EDCO side, and girls running the sideline there for Turkey Valley. So everybody hydrated. Here we go. First down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings.
Well, we see Busta back out there, so I think those cramping issues just needed some water. Maybe they had something salty on the sideline, get him back in there.
So first down, 10 yards to go here. Inside 4 minutes in our third quarter. Turkey Valley and EDCO both have put up touchdowns in this quarter, and it is Turkey Valley leading 34-20 here late in the third, but the Vikings inside Trojan territory after that first down play, Funk to Bergen. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, first down, 10 yards to go now here. Funk looks things over, gets the snap back, and again has to step up. He makes a defender miss, steps between 2 defenders, brings it right side now to the 30-yard line, steps out of bounds to the 28-yard line. Pump fake, and that got both defenders up just a little bit. Funk somehow slid between them to avoid a sack, and he brings it down to the 28-yard line, just short of first down, but a 9-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, just enough to get those defenders kind of off their center of gravity, and he kind of ducked through, and another pump fake going out just to hold those defenders that are out on the receivers. Almost enough to gain there, but 9 yards on that carry. We got 2nd and 1.
As we mentioned, Funk is in his 2nd year as the starter, and last year it was really kind of learning, but you can see the difference of what he sees now out there.
Well, and you can see when he gets to that sideline, he gets as much as he can and steps out and live to fight another day.
2nd down, a yard to go. Inside the 30, stepping up again is Funk, and he's able to make a defender miss, but here's a holding call behind it, and now Funk will not get back to the line of scrimmage as he brings it near side and is stood up at the 30-yard line by Troy Schmidt and a host of other Trojans. Back there initially was number 27, Ryan Franzen, and Franzen actually almost looked like he tore the jersey of Funk, but there was a holding penalty that stopped the sack, but they're still going to lose yardage.
Yeah, either way they were going to lose yardage on that, but Turkey Valley's going to take that flag because that happened back at the original line of scrimmage, so back him up another 10 yards, and EDCO's going to face 2nd and 20.
And this occurred from the line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line. So in 2nd and 1, so that penalty occurred 8 yards back of the original line of scrimmage. So, again, you're talking there 17-yard swing of field position.
Well, and we talked about all those, you don't want to call them as insignificant, but those 5-yard penalties, those pre-snap. This is the first one on EDCO that's of significance. That's a 10-yard penalty, happened behind the line of scrimmage. In essence, it's about a 12-yard turnaround, and that's killing the Vikings.
So 2nd down, 18 yards to go now here. Back inside their own territory, back to the 34-yard line. And to the snap back to Funk now. Funk rolling out to the right. And again, short side of the field, throws it up. It's just a jump ball, but overshoots everybody out of bounds about 5 yards on the near sideline, looking for Caden Cole. Cole was covered by Hansen, running out of real estate, threw it away, and it's 3rd down and a long ways to go here for the Vikings.
Well, and Dan, we talked about a lot of scoring in this game, a lot of thrown balls, so a lot of stopped clock. It just stretches out the game a little bit. These guys got to try to stay hydrated. I think that's why we're seeing some cramping on both sides. I think that's why maybe the officials are taking those player timeouts.
Another score to pass along. Clayton Ridge has opened things up against Postville. They now lead 30-6 at the end of 3. They outscored Postville 20-6 in that 2nd quarter. So it is, again, Clayton Ridge leading Postville 32-6 as they enter the 4th. Meanwhile, 3rd down, 18 yards to go here for the Vikings. And a long count there from, again, Funk. And Funk looking to run an option play. Instead, going to keep it. The inside option was taken away, and he's hit for a loss. As, again, that's number 47, Troy Schmidt. He wanted to run an inside pitch play, let those that pressure go by, flip it ahead to Rochford on a running play then, but that flip wasn't there because the Trojans were able to fight through, and they lose a couple of more yards. 4th down, we'll call it Woods Center to go, and the Vikings are going to have to punt the football away.
Yeah, he had a long ways to go there, and no gain on that. We're going to punt this ball away, I
And
assume.
Hansen goes back inside the 15-yard line as we approach 2:15 in our third quarter. And Price Rochford stands back his own 25-yard line, gets a good snap, kicks it away. That's the near side. Hansen at the 18-yard line. Funk back there. Nice special teams coverage. Brings him down one-on-one. 2-yard gain is all. Funk was the gunner on the near side. Got down there, makes the tackle there, and it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 20-yard line.
And we've got a downed player there for EDCO. Again, this looks like a lower leg. I would assume this is maybe some kind of cramping or maybe a turned ankle, but I think that's Caden Cole down on the ground.
I don't have any scientific proof here, but I think there's more probably cramping up in the 8-man game than the 11-man game, only because we're running up and down the field.
They're up and down the field a lot of guys playing both ways, so that makes a lot of sense. He looks like he's got a pretty tight leg right there.
All right, that's a theory, by the way. And Caden Cole, that's certainly what it is. They send him over to the sideline with 2:04 to go, and our officials there, they sending everybody over to their sideline now. We're going to have another officials timeout. So the officials are going to take timeout here. 2:04 to go in our third quarter. It is 34-20. Once again, the lead here for Turkey Valley. You're listening to high school football on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
This is Beth from Sodes Green Acre Country Market and Cafe in Guttenberg. Are you headed to the Mississippi this weekend? Stop into Sodes Green Acre. You'll find some yummy snacks, heat and serve entrees, seafood, Edgewood Locker meats, and a huge selection of spirits, wine, and craft beer from Iowa distilleries, vineyards, and breweries. Whether you're stocking the fridge at the cabin, taking it with you on the boat, or looking for some fun gift ideas, you'll find a taste of Iowa at Sodes Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sodes is more than just a store.
So back to action after a quick 30-second timeout. First down, 10 yards to go. No gain up the middle. They try to run the football there with Schmidt, and EDCO has done a good job this second half, taking away the middle of the field, and it's 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Number 89, Grady Mather, making the play, and only a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, nice job up front. EDCO's really tightened up that front three and stopping that first wave of run and keeping them in the backfield.
So 2nd down and 9. Trojans up by 14, and they're going to run the football up the middle with Schmidt. Schmidt again right at the heart of the EDCO defense, but this time a couple of extra yards as he gets to the 24-yard line, picks up about 4, and it's going to be 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Price Rochford, a host of other Vikings there, but 3rd, manageable for the Trojans.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable. This is where they were really comfortable in that 1st and 2nd quarter. Not behind the sticks too bad. Manageable here. Gain some of this. I can see him going on 4th down.
So 3rd down situation without a receiver this time. 3rd down, and Hansen to throw the football, though. Rolling right side. Hit as he throws it, and it's incomplete. Throwing short. Getting a hand down there was Oberbrockling. Chased him down on the far side of the field. And as Hansen tried to release it, Oberbrockling got the arm. Bergen, as it turns up, was the nearest receiver on that left side. It is incomplete, and it's 4th down for the Trojans.
I think that was 54. That was Colin Harris coming from the back side and did a nice job getting over there. Oberbrockling floating in coverage, but nice job by Colin Harris to get a hold of that arm of Hansen.
So 54 instead of 34. So back to receive here is going to be, once again, Funk. And here is the kick, and it is actually Bergen back to receive, but it's lunched away by Schmidt. Kicks it away from Bergen, and it will bounce on the near side and go out of bounds inside the 25-yard line at the 23-yard line. So a good punt there by Schmidt. There is no return, and it's 1st down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. And again, good job defensively by EDCO, and especially forcing Turkey Valley in a longer situation.
Yeah, and nice job on the defense, especially in that key 3rd down, being able to force him out of the pocket, disrupt the pass, and kudos to the EDCO defense here in the second half, or the 3rd quarter so far, of stepping up.
MFL Marmac has scored again in the 3rd quarter. They lead New Hampton 19-14. And that game in the 3rd quarter in the later stages. We'll continue to keep you posted. 50 seconds left here in our 3rd quarter, I should say. And it's 34-20. Vikings very much every opportunity here late to get this game. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Funk rolling out to the left. Caught by Bergen again. Just a quick out pattern. Makes a defender miss. 35-yard line. Scoops up that sideline and gets out to the 40-yard line. So quick to just kind of scoot ahead on that far sideline. They pick up 15-plus yards.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, just very elusive out there. Gets 17 yards on that pitch and catch, and just the spin move got him those extra 5 yards.
Bergen, by the way, hobbles over to the sideline. And now I believe the officials are going to stop play again, as I'm not for sure why we stopped play there. We wanted to make sure the player was off the field. So I think that we stopped the clock because we had a player leaving the field that was injured. So now we reset things. 1st down, 10 yards to go. to midfield. At the 40-yard line, Vikings down by 2 scores, 35 seconds left in our third quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Funk rolling out to the left, looks to throw, nothing there, and it closes down, and he's dropped for a loss on the far sideline. Ran it to the short side of the field, just an outplay, but it was covered well, nothing downfield. And Funk tackled what appears to be out of bounds, but loses yardage at the 34-yard line. There was Troy Schmidt, the first Trojan to make the play there, and they have done a great job up front since that Viking touchdown.
Yeah, they have, and there was nowhere for Funk to go. He was just looking to roll out, find a receiver. There was good coverage downfield by the Trojans and good pursuit by those front guys, and Funk just had nowhere to go, loss of 6.
So they actually lose, 6 yards. Second down, 16 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And Funk again to throw the football. He's got time, looking left sideline. Good coverage there. Going up for it is Rochford. Catches it. First, they say he caught it. No word yet. The officials conversing. No, he did not hang on to it. It appeared he made a spectacular catch with good coverage by Carson Busta on that far sideline, but it is incomplete. The officials confer, and it's 3rd and 15.
It looked like he came up with the ball, but I wonder if he stepped out of bounds before he had control of it, because he had the ball, tossed it to the officials. Must have been out of bounds.
Well, and if he was, we would have seen a flag, right?
Yeah.
If he was the first guy to touch the ball. But instead, it is incomplete. 3rd down, 15 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right here, but a 3rd and a long situation for the Vikings. Trying to convert, keep the clock alive here, and try to get back within a score, trailing 34-20. Funk drops back again, fakes the hitch play, looking right side. He's looking for Stagger over the middle. That pass in and out of his arms. Outstanding coverage at the 20-yard line by Schmidt. Schmidt with him one-on-one, really disrupting things. There is a flag that is down at the line of scrimmage. Vikings were maybe hoping for a pass interference call. I think that was legit down there as far as defensively.
Yeah, defensively on the pass, I think that was legit. But that's in the area of holding. But that might have been something on the defense, too. So they're talking this over. The officials have gotten together at midfield.
It's a case there that if it's a penalty against EDCO, Turkey Valley declines it with 14 seconds left here. Ineligible receiver downfield. So regardless, it is a penalty that Turkey Valley will not accept. And it will be 4th down for the Vikings. And you figure with 14 seconds left, just where you're at field position-wise here, because it's 4th and 15, punt it away.
Punt it away, try to pin him deep, try to get it over Hansen's head. Did a nice job with coverage last time, Funk on the outside. So I think the Vikings here will try to kick this deep, get some good coverage.
Yeah, usually in the 8-man game, anytime you're 4th and short or inside your 40-yard line in the opponent's territory, you tend to go for it. But it appears they're going to launch it away. And Price Rochford, by the way, is now into punt for the Vikings. And he kicks it. Hansen at the 15-yard line, catches it, middle of the field. Hansen brings it across the 20-yard line, brings it near side, and he's in the open. Here's the 40-yard line, 30-yard line, cuts back inside, and he's down to the 22-yard line. Price Rochford there helped slow him up, and then Kirby chased him down. But Hansen got in the open, shows that speed, and another big special teams return by the Turkey Valley senior.
And that's why we talked about all night. They've been kicking away from him because he's so dangerous, and that ball went right at him.
So the third quarter comes to an end. 34-20, Turkey Valley in the lead as we go to the 4th. You're listening to high school basketball and football action all season long from KCTN Sports.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Clayton County Recycling of Monona. So again, we start the fourth quarter. Turkey Valley leading 34-20. They're in great field position at the 22-yard line in EDCO territory to start our quarter. Let's update you on scores. Sumner Fred has defeated Starmont tonight 44-6. Clayton Ridge leads Postville 32-6. That is in the fourth quarter. MFL Marmac leads New Hampton 19-14 as they start the fourth quarter at New Hampton. And North Fayette Valley leading Southwind at last report 35-0. We expect to get you a final score on that ball game in just a bit. Meanwhile, first down, 10 yards to go. Quarterback sneak with Hanson in a rugby formation, and they push the pile ahead inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. They've run the quarterback sneak now twice, but this one was a little bit different as the Wings got behind Hanson and just kind of pushed him ahead.
Yeah, just it looked just like a rugby scrum, and the ball just moving forward, getting a 5-yard gain, and again, another thing on film for everybody to have to prepare for.
So it's a 5-yard gain, maybe closer to 6. Turkey Valley leading by 2 scores with 11:30 and counting in our fourth quarter. So this is a big drive in this football game if you're EDCO to hang in here.
Yeah, if EDCO wants to stay in this ball game and have something that's manageable, they need a stop here, and Turkey Valley can sniff that, hey, we get this touchdown, they're in a whirl.
They run the football with Schmidt. Schmidt right up the middle. First down yardage inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Picks up another 7-8 yards on that play. So Schmidt, they've been running at EDCO, and EDCO's done a pretty decent job in between the tackles, but Schmidt's starting to wear things down, and here's first and goal for the Trojans.
Yep, inside the red zone here. Short field to start with, and now they're just knocking on the door, and EDCO's got to do a lot of defense here, hope for some penalties, try to push them away from this easy score.
So first and goal to the 9-yard line. I think the Trojans will keep it simple here. They, again, put up a touchdown out of their 3 drives in the third quarter. This is their first touch as we start the fourth quarter. First and goal from the 8-yard line without a receiver. Offset backs. They run it left side with Schmidt. Schmidt stood up at the line of scrimmage. Cale Funk shooting through there among the Vikings. And also there as well is 34 Oberbrockling. No gain on that play. They ran off guard left side, and second down and goal to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, good pursuit there. Good penetration by the secondary, those line of linebackers, and no gain there. And Turkey Valley's got to scratch their head a little bit and regroup.
You know, they pushed the ball ahead to close to the 6-yard line, so they did give them a little forward progress there.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little more than what we thought. Play clock winding down to 14 seconds left. 10-minute mark in our third quarter. Here is second down and goal. We'll call it from the 6-yard line. Hanson, toss play left side. That is a Burke, number 9, Burke Busta. Left side gets inside the 5-yard line on a toss play to the left side. Pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line to the 3-yard line. And it's going to be now here third down and goal. The clock stops as he was out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, upended as he got around to the outside and pushed him out of bounds, but a 3-yard gain, maybe 4-yard gain here, but still not a gimme here for the Trojans if EDCO keeps it up with the defense.
2 Hanson sneaks here if you need to on fourth down.
Yeah, possibly.
And again, it is third down and goal at the 2-yard line. Clock stops with 9:57 to go. Hanson with him under center, and they're going to run it left side, and it is again the fullback left side. Getting in off left guard is number 22, Oliver Schmidt from 2 yards out. Schmidt with a touchdown carry. And here in the fourth, Turkey Valley extends their lead now to 40-20.
Well, Hanson's been doing all the scoring tonight, so they give the ball to Schmidt. He gains the 2 yards. He gets himself a touchdown.
The other thing is you didn't run it right up the middle. You just went off left side there. So Schmidt with a 2-yard touchdown run. I believe he has a touchdown reception early in this game as well. That was in the second quarter.
Yep.
So here's your conversion. This equals the biggest lead for Turkey Valley in this football game of 20 points. They led 26-6 in the first half. Hanson gets the snap, looks over the middle to Hike, in and out of his hands. A high throw there, but Hike got his hands on it, could not haul it in. The conversion fails. 9:53 left in the fourth. 40-20 is our score. It is Turkey Valley doubling up here once again, EDCO.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
So again, the score here is 40-20, by the way. Thanks to EDCO for allowing us to have our live video stream tonight. I want to remind you can catch all the EDCO live streamed events this school year at the nfhsnetwork.com and subscribe to EDCO for all their home football, volleyball, basketball, and wrestling events, as well as many events away in the conference. Subscriptions are either yearly or monthly, and a portion of the subscription comes back to EDCO. Concerts and arts events are also streamed when possible. And again, Community Savings Bank is their title sponsor for all the events. Football and basketball sponsors, James Rochford and Community Insurance, and the volleyball sponsor is Shimley. So our thanks to EDCO tonight for allowing us with our live video stream. It's 40-20 right now. Turkey Valley in the lead. 2-yard touchdown run by Schmidt. The conversion pass fails, but the Trojans now in command by 3 scores.
Yeah, big deep breath there out of the Trojans to get that lead back, and I think a little more pressure here on the Vikings to turn things around, try to get back into this ball game, but running slow on time.
All right, Tina Harrow to launch it away from the 30-yard line for the Trojans. 9:53 left in the fourth, a left-footed kicker, and it goes over the head of Price Rochford. It'll go into the end zone. That's a touchback, and again, the ball comes out to the 15-yard line in the 8-man game. But first down, 10 yards to go for EDCO, but now down by 3 scores.
Yeah, down by 3 scores. They've been throwing the ball around, so they can score quickly if they need to. A little more urgency here. I think they need to, manage that clock a little better, try to get a touchdown, try to get a stop, get right back into this.
In this situation for EDCO, you're going to go to the air more, but you're going to need some big plays here. I mean, it's where it's got to stay. You need a big play, something to kind of spark you that you can score in a hurry.
Well, and the receivers have been able to get behind the defenders, just overshot or undershot a little bit. Good defense, so we'll see what they can do here.
First down, 10 yards to go. Funk rolls left side, the pass near side, caught by Bergen, steps inside the 35-yard line, then gets out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Actually, it's pushing 10 yards back to the 29-yard line, but a nice just pitch to the left side. Bergen and Funk, they've hooked up a couple of times here on just quick little out patterns there to get Bergen some spacing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Get him in space. He does a nice job out there and feels comfortable being able to make a couple of guys miss.
And the clock stops going out of bounds with 9:45 to go. So the Vikings here, anytime they get a chance to stop the clock, that'll help extend things if they can. Both teams great shape timeout-wise there with 3 timeouts. And Turkey Valley in the lead at 40-20. They've never trailed. This equals their biggest lead of the night. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And on first down, Funk to throw the football. Has to step up. Now looking to run. And he's being chased by Burke Busta. He brings it right side now towards the sideline on the Turkey Valley side. Steps across the 35. Goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Picks up 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be here very close to a first down as it turns out.
Yeah, it looks like about nine on that scramble out of Funk.
So they put it down to the 37-yard line, just short of first down. But Funk drop back, try to spread out Turkey Valley. He's had a good rushing game tonight. Ton of carries for Funk.
He's got 24 carries, 23 carries, 100 yards. He's been up and down a lot tonight, some of those sacks, but over 100 yards again.
Second down, and we'll say closer to a yard, along 2 anyway. And for the Vikings, they operate from the right hash mark. This has been their formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And on this play, Funk looking things over at the line of scrimmage against that 3-man front. And here's the snap. It's a straight draw. And again, read well by Turkey Valley. They close the gap. Ryan Franzen and Troy Schmidt meeting in the middle at the 35-yard line. They lose 2 yards on the QB draw, I should say, as that was a sandwich play by the 2 defensive players up front by Turkey Valley.
They brought that extra man up. They actually had 4 up front on that play. And I think they're just one short on defenders because all the receivers are out wide, and Funk did not get through.
And the linebacker there, Burke Busta, sneaking up there as that 3-man front. He was able to help him. He'll stay in there because of Funk and that ability to draw. So third down, 4 yards to go. Snap right side, quick play to Funk. It's knocked away again. Number 27, Ryan Franzen, 6'7". He's done it a couple of times. They try to quick out to the far sideline. I believe the intended receiver was Rochford on that side, but it's batted away, incomplete, and it's fourth down, 4 yards to go.
And I would think at this point, EDCO's probably got to go for it. They're almost at midfield. They haven't been able to flip that field position very well. I see them going for it here, try to pick up those 3 yards, maybe roll Funk out, give him a throw run option.
By the way, this is now a final. North Fayette Valley has beat South Wind 35-6. Final score there. Meanwhile, Vikings down 40-20. You got to go for it. Own 35-yard line on 4th and 4. Back to Funk. Funk, quarterback draw, left side, spins in the backfield. Now runs to the right side, throws it on the run. He's got a receiver in Rochford. Catches it downfield on the near side, 20-yard line. Keeps his footing as he's pushed ahead and goes in for the score. On 4th and 4, it ends up being a 45-yard pass play. And the Vikings right back into it. 8:44 to go. Back within 40-26.
And that was just Cale Funk buying some time on a 4th down. He knew it was urgent. They had to pick it up, and Price Rochford gets open down the field, comes up with that, keeps his feet in bounds, steps in for the touchdown.
So it's now a chance to make it a 12-point game with 8:44 to go. Receiver split left and right, and a huge conversion coming up here for the Vikings. Funk with 2 guys ahead of him in the backfield. Slant play left side, intercepted again. That's the second pass. It doesn't count in stats, but Schmidt jumped the slant. The conversion fails. 8:44 to go, but the Vikings continue to hang in. 40-26. Turkey Valley in the lead. Let's take this break.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. So again, our score 40-26. It is a 45-yard touchdown pass. Cale Funk to Price Rochford. The conversion pass fails, and it is again a 14-point lead for Turkey Valley. And a squib kick there by the Vikings, but it's picked up at the 40-yard line as they just rushed to the line, got it away, and it's picked up. Cale Funk had a chance to try to get that, but came up empty. And it is picked up by number 27, Ryan Franzen at 6'7", reached out those long arms. And that's where the Trojans take over at the 39-yard line, leading by a score of 40-26. Again, EDCO has just hung in there all night long.
They have. They're hanging in there. You know, they tried the squib kick here to catch them off guard, try to get that possession back, but they're going to have to lean on that defense. And we talked about some of that young players on the front line. They're going to have to step up right here.
First down, 10 yards to go. Double wing set. And they go in motion. They give it to the jet sweep. Right side, it is Burke Busta. Brings it around right side. Makes a defender miss. He's down the near side to the 30-yard line, inside the 20-yard line. Stagger makes the play down at the 16-yard line, but Busta got through. 23-yard gain.
Yeah, huge gain there on the jet sweep, getting to the outside, and a touchdown saving tackle there by Bennett Stagger, but huge gain for the Trojans.
So again, first down, 10 yards to go. 8:30 and counting. Trojans are looking back here. Are they going to have to take a timeout? No, I believe Schmidt has an equipment problem or something, but he's handing it to our head official, Dennis Schrader. May have had something lost there. Maybe it's a card. Dennis Schrader looking. I think it's Dennis Schrader's card. His officiating card.
His officiating card or scouting card or something.
Whatever it was, he put it in his shirt pocket where he'd have his officiating card. First down, 10 yards to go here for the Trojans. And right back up the middle. And this time Schmidt, again, makes a defender miss, but he steps inside the 15. Dawson Bergen stayed low, stopped the legs from going that much further, but they're still down to the 11-yard line as they pick up 4 or 5 yards on first down. So now this is where Turkey Valley is starting to wear things down up front.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they're running pretty efficiently. You know, that experience we talked about coming back, those guys stepping into those roles, and EDCO being a little younger, a little less experienced up front, and just a little gassed right now trying to keep up with these Trojans.
So again, in this situation, Turkey Valley will run the play clock down, 7.5 and counting, no reason to rush. Again, leading by a score of 40-26. And on the first down, Hansen looking to boot around left end, but staying there is Caden Cole, who's able to fight through his block, close the end, and brings him down for a loss back at the 16-yard line. A big defensive play there by Caden Cole.
That was a nice job by Caden Cole, staying home, reading the play well and chucking his defender and stepping right into that tackle and putting him back to 3rd and 10 here.
Yeah, so now you've pushed him back. Now you got a chance here. Put him back to 3rd and long. You've got 2 downs to make a stop here if you're the Vikings defense.
And the Trojans have 2 downs to work with. They know that. They're in that territory inside the red zone here, and they're going to do what they can on 3rd. Make it up on the 4th if they have to.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. 3 receivers to the right. Hansen drops back, looking to roll out to the left here. Being pressured, throws it short. It is caught, but quickly dropped down, and here's a flag. Caden Cole lowered the shoulder, and it's going to be a defensive receiver call. The pass was caught by number 40, Calvin Bodensteiner, and he was dropped at the 15-yard line, and Caden Cole leaned in with the shoulder to drop him there. I think Cole's a bit surprised by that. But I think the officials are now going to talk this over on what was a completed pass for 2 yards. And the good news is Bodensteiner bounced right back up, heads to the sideline.
Yeah, and I think what the decision here is, did the offender get a chance to turn his head? Did he get that foot down and turn the head before he had that hit? Or was he a defenseless receiver and was this hit?
And how about this? You know what the penalty is? It's an ineligible lineman downfield, so there's nothing about the hit at all.
We all thought it.
Well, look at Caden Cole's reaction.
Caden Cole's like, oh my goodness, what did I do? And it's an ineligible receiver. I think they're going to take the play. They're going to take the result of this play.
So they are not. There is no defensive receiver there, and what they say is that the hit was again legit. And the official, they talked it over there, and it wasn't anything to do with that. The pass is completed. Vikings declined the penalty because it's 4th down now, so it's only a 2-yard gain. 4th down, 8 yards to go. Vikings trail by 14, and they're kind of messed up defensively, and now they're going to have to burn a timeout. They want to be sure here what they're doing, and it appears that there was miscommunication defensively, so they're going to burn a timeout. Huge 4th down coming up. 6.5 to go. It is 40-26. Trojans in the lead. Let's take this timeout.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns Family Dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. This is a big 4th down play coming up here. 4th down, closer to 9 yards to go. Vikings trail 40-26. Trojans obviously going for it at the 15-yard line. Hansen to throw the football, looking into the end zone, looking for Busta. The pass is up there. 2 defenders go up there. Who comes down with it? The officials look. No word yet. The officials are going to call a touchdown. It is brought down there on the far side. I believe catching it there is number 40 in Calvin Bodensteiner. Makes the correction. It's the 6'7" kid. It's number 27, Ryan Franzen, hauling that in. And a jump ball, the officials, almost like, if you remember the Hail Mary game in the NFL, the officials looked at it there. Let's call it a touchdown.
Let's call it a touchdown. And I think Bennett Stager was on the coverage, and it almost looked like both kind of had possession, came down with it, and they were just watching and waiting to see who let go first. And give the touchdown to Ryan Franzen.
So a huge play. And here's the conversion back to Busta. It's a low snap. He picks it up there and has no chance. He slides down, and the conversion fails. So a huge 4th down pass play of 16 yards. Turkey Valley went for the big play. They lead 46-26 with 6:22 left here in our 4th quarter. Back with more after this.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans, we have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and by Car Auto Group. On 4th down and 9 yards to go, leading by 2 scores, Turkey Valley throws it into the end zone there, and it is just a jump ball, and a 6'7" kid able to go up there and somehow keep it away from Caden Cole. I think they both ended up on the ground. It rolled over, and then the officials say, who's got it? There you go. It's yours.
Yep. Good coverage there, I think, by Bennett Steger, who was up with that. And it almost looked like whoever rolled over with the ball is who's going to get it, and the official waited and give the touchdown to the Turkey Valley Trojans. That's a killer there for the Vikings.
And that puts them back up by 20 points, equals their biggest lead after the conversion fails. So Tina Harrow to lunch it away there for the Trojans. And the Vikings only have 6:22 to work with. And the kick there, left side, and going back there, and now picking it up is Bergen, works to the middle, 10-yard line, and he's out to the 20-yard line. Bergen now busts to the outside, 22-yard line, makes a defender miss on that far sideline, runs out of room, steps out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Bergen has been, again, finding those holes. Just here, stutter step, good look, nice return to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, very elusive out there. Bergen just finding his holes, using his blockers best he can, and a nice return there, get him in good field position.
All right, another final score now here. Clayton Ridge has defeated Postville 32-12. Final score of that ball game. So the only other game that we're following right now is the ball game with MFL Marmac in New Hampton, with the Bulldogs leading 19-14 in the 4th. Meanwhile, Funk to throw the football, looking left side, had Rochford open. He tries to slide down in the middle of the field at the 35-yard line, and the ball was underthrown. Funk saw him there busting over the middle of the field, but again going in one direction, tried to throw it up the hash mark, left it short. Rochford sliding down about 5 yards short, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
Did we get a final from North Fayette Valley and South Wayne yet?
Yeah, 35-6. Final score of that ball game. North Fayette Valley won that game. So that's the only other final we're waiting for tonight. Sumner Fred has beat Starmont tonight, 44-6. Clayton Ridge, big second half to beat Postville, 32-12. Good news is for Postville, I think they have 35 kids out for football. That's a positive.
It's a positive for them. Putting some points on the board tonight is positive.
Yeah, and it's going to be, again, they're in Class 1A, which just boggles the mind. So they are going to face some, well, they're non-district games. They play Jessup and North Fayette Valley yet.
Yeah, non-district games.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. And the Vikings here send Bergen in motion, but now he goes back to the left side, and Funk is going to look to run the football, but he's hit again. Number 47, Troy Schmidt. In this 4th quarter, Troy Schmidt continues to get to the quarterback. They lose a couple of yards. You like Funk trying to get him out around edge on space, but Schmidt has been busting through there time and time again. 3rd down and long for the Vikings.
Yeah, really bottling up that running game, getting through that first wave, and just nowhere to go there for Funk. Vikings behind the sticks here again, but I think at this point in the game, they got to go for things, try to pick up these first downs.
3rd down, 12 yards to go, 5.5 to go. Yeah, you're in 4-down territory here.
I think you are, yeah.
They're down by 20 points in this 4th quarter. EDCO has been fighting uphill all night long, but the good news is they've been fighting.
They've been fighting. They've been putting points on the board, trying to get back into this.
Got back within 26-20 in the 3rd. It's 3rd down here, 12 yards to go, back to Funk. And again, trying to get around right edge. He's way back at the 10-yard line, just throws it towards the sideline. It'll sail out of bounds near the track area over the Turkey Valley bench, incomplete. Nothing you could do for it. And it's 4th down and 12 yards to go. And I don't know if this changes your thinking for the Vikings here. Is 4th and 12 at your own 28-yard line with 5:14 to go in our 4th quarter.
I don't think it changes your thinking. You got to be trying to get this, try to pick this up. Keep some momentum or get some momentum, try to put some points on the board. I don't think you can punt it away here, but that's why I'm up here talking about the game, not down there, Coach.
Yeah, and it looks to me like they're going to punt the football away here. This is one thing about the 8-man game, because if you don't, you get them such a short field, and Turkey Valley can score a touchdown in the blink of an eye and make this game look a little worse than it needs to be. Turkey Valley has nobody back, by the way, so Rochford's going to get off a boomer, and it bounces at the 20-yard line, but it kicks ahead to the 10-yard line. It'll go all the way over the end zone, over the goal line, touchback on that punt with nobody back to receive there, and that is a 52-yard punt by Price Rochford. 38-yard net. It'll come out to the 15-yard line with 5:05 to go in our football game. Another score to pass along, just because this would deal with an EDCO neighbor, Maquoketa Valley, beating North Cedar tonight. Final score of that game, 46-6. Maquoketa Valley. I think
and that's
a good start for them.
An interesting score because North Cedar is joining the Tri-Rivers Conference, so that is now a Tri-Rivers.
I don't know who can
foe.
keep. Which is Oregon coming to the Tri-Rivers or Upper Iowa Conference?
We've reached out to them, yes.
I mean, it's just amazing. All the conference switching, even in high school. So it's first down, 10 yards to go. They run it left side. Schmidt gets across the 20-yard line, picks up 6 yards as they run around left side, first down. Because the Upper Iowa Conference, are they expanding? Northeast Iowa Conference, is that closing?
Right, they're working at it.
Where does anybody want Decorah? There's lots of things that still have to be played out for that. Second down, 4 yards to go. I don't think anything has been finalized on that yet.
Nothing's been finalized up there, but I know North Cedar's coming into the Tri-Rivers, so that's going to become a Tri-Rivers rivalry for those two teams to
Now,
play tonight.
the North Iowa Cedar League is already in 3 divisions.
Yes.
They've got like 6 teams in each division or something like that.
North, South, and
Central,
yeah.
Second down, it is now 4 yards to go. I suppose it's how much their local cable money involves in that.
Sure, yeah. It's all about that media money.
Second down, 4 yards to go. And Turkey Valley letting the play clock run down here. They will not snap it until they absolutely have to. And I guess they do with 10 seconds to go anyway. Schmidt runs the football left side, brings it out to the 25-yard line, out to the 26-yard line, picks up a couple of yards as we go inside 4 minutes to go. Well, the good news is we've got district football. Next week, it will be in Monona, Class A, and it is Clayton Ridge and MFL Marmac in 1A. It's a non-district ball game, but MFL Marmac, they've taken a hold of that rivalry here in recent years. Clayton Ridge, good start for them, winning tonight against Postville, getting a W in week number 1. Third down in the yard. MFL Marmac trying to hang on against New Hampton in the fourth quarter, which would be a big win for them. They run the football up the middle and hit at the line of scrimmage. Not getting a first down there is Turkey Valley. As they run it off the left side, there's a holding call. Stager made the stop initially. They ran the football there with number 9 in Burke Busta. He did not get first down, lost a yard. There is a flag down on the play anyway, and it is a penalty against Turkey Valley. So now, if you're EDCO, do you decline it and make it 4th and 2, or do you accept the penalty and make it 3rd and 12? Because 4th and 2, Turkey Valley may think about going for it.
They could, but I think Turkey Valley's got this in hand. I think they're going to punt this away either way, give the ball back to EDCO, let their defense go to work a little bit. EDCO's going to decline this penalty and give 4th down here for the Trojans.
And as we say that, they're going to take the penalty.
Well, again, that's why I'm up here, and the coaches are down there on
I understand the thinking, because if you decline that penalty, I think you're Turkey Valley, you go for it. You know, again, the thing about going for it in that situation, if you don't get it, it can be a shot in the arm for EDCO. But I think Turkey Valley, with the confidence they have, the seniors they have, the experience, I think it would be a go-for-it situation on a 4th and short, even if you kept it with the quarterback Hansen. So now it's 3rd down, 10 yards to go. The downside of this, if you don't take a timeout, you've cost yourself probably 40 seconds. So Hansen to throw the football here, looking down the sideline, one-on-one. The pass is incomplete. Looking for number 40, and that's Bodensteiner. They ran a fly pattern down the left sideline. In on the coverage, Stagger, incomplete. It will be 4th down, 11 yards to go. Got to be honest, don't know if I expected that.
I don't know if I'd come out and throw the ball, but again, we're up here calling the game. Coaches are down there doing a great job.
And again, there's things to work on too. Turkey Valley, they've completed a couple of big pass plays tonight. Hansen has had a great game. He has rushed for a couple of touchdowns. He is throwing
for
4 touchdowns in this game now here. And they set to launch it away with Schmidt, the punt. It's a short punt. Bounces at the 40-yard line there. It'll fall just inside EDCO territory. Price Rochford cannot get to it, and it's at the 39-yard line where it's first down, 10 yards to go. The Vikings take over with 3:07 to go. So if you're EDCO, let's put another 6 on the board, huh?
Well, yeah, number 6, maybe we get the 2-point conversion, get this a little closer.
I still think for EDCO, even though in this point you're likely going to come up short in this ball game, I still think there's a lot of positive. You've put up 26 points in this ball game against a top 10 team. This is a legitimate top 10 team.
It is, and they're still coming together and figuring things out. But you know, holding them to 46 points in an 8-man game is a feat in itself as well. Especially given that second quarter, how much they were scoring at will. Nice job of the EDCO defense in the second half.
And again, there's lots of things to work on. There's no doubt about that. But still, with all the new faces, first down, 10 yards to go. Funk steps up again, and he's looking to run it. Brings it near side, 35-yard line, scoots out of bounds at the 33-yard line with 3 minutes left here in our fourth quarter. So we're going to be, I think, the late show tonight, depending on what happens with the MFL Marmac New Hampton game. And it is second down. It is 5 yards to go. Cale Funk has worked hard in this ballgame. He's run a country mile.
He has, and he's only got 102 yards of rushing to show for it, but he's run probably 300 yards tonight, sometimes getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And again, some of those losses subtract from that total. So he has had, over 30 carries now for tonight? Pretty close to it?
Pretty close to it, yeah.
So at the 3-minute mark, second down, 5 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Funk to throw the football again. Looking over the middle. That pass is Stagger bobbles it. Cannot hang on to it. Dropped it at the 26-yard line on the near side. Thrown there to him. Stagger knew he had a defender chasing him in hike and could not haul it in. Incomplete, 3rd and 4.
And Bennett Stagger's had a couple of those tonight where just in and out of the hands. Can't come up with a handle on that. And frustrating, I'm sure, for Cale Funk.
Yep.
But it's just those growing pains, figuring things out.
Yeah, Stagger's a junior, and again, this is your talking first receiving opportunity for him, stepping in that receiver role. You mentioned Turkey Valley has Don Bosco, so again, they know that they'll need their best effort tomorrow night. Team that you always seem to end up running down the road. If you don't see them in the regular season, you're going to see them sometime in the postseason.
Yep. EDCO's got Springville next week here as well, so another test for them.
3rd down, 4 yards to go. They run the football. Price Rochford brings it around right guard, has first down, 30-yard line, brings down to the 26-yard line. Nice job running there by Price Rochford. And they pick up first down yardage with 2:47 to go. EDCO looks to me like they're a team that going to continue to run that spread. They think that good things with their speed.
Yeah, good. Speed is always hard to defend. So if they can keep that speed up and develop some of these running backs, develop some of these receivers, mix things in, I think they'll have a nice 1-2 punch. But it looks like they're going to build off of that pass game.
And as the season goes on, you may see them lean a little more on rushing the football. Bergen was their leading rusher back from a season ago, but he only had 12 carries last year. Or correction, he had 12 carries, I think.
28 carries.
248
yards, but not as much as the other guys.
And this is going to hurt his average in his career because they hand it left side. He tries to get around left hand, and it is blocked by Schmidt, who makes the play. Troy Schmidt, the defensive end, has played huge the second half. They lose 7-8 yards on that, all the way back to the 32-yard line. And it's going to be now second down and a long ways to go. Inside 2 minutes left here in our fourth quarter.
Yeah, just trying to establish some run game here. I think EDCO's going, we want to put some things on film. We want to get some plays in, do a little rush game here. But I still think they want to try to punch one in if they can here before this game is done.
And again, looking at second down and long, Funk has Bergen to his left, Rochford to his right. They run it right side with Bergen. Rochford, the lead blocker there, but not much around edge. He's able to shake off one tackle by number 27 in Ryan Franzen. Gets around end to at least pick up a couple of yards, but the rest of the Turkey Valley defense was able to close in, including Russell Neiman. And it's a 3-yard pickup, 3rd down, and 16 yards to go. So EDCO knew that they had replaced guys up front. So the thinking is, we'll try to spread teams out. Instead of trying to run right at you in a bunch formation, we don't know if we've got that developed yet.
No, I think they're still working on it, and we saw some of those miscues out of those front three, some false starts out of those receivers as well. But I think some growth out of those guys today.
New Hampton has scored and leads MFL Marmac 22-19. They scored a touchdown and got the conversion late in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, 50 seconds to go, 3rd down, 14 yards to go, and Funk fakes the handoff, trying to boot around edge, and there's nothing there. That was miscommunication. He turned to fake the handoff or give the ball to somebody, and they weren't there. And here's another tackle for loss by Troy Schmidt again. And inside 30 seconds to go, it's 4th down for the Vikings at the 35-yard line and a drive that marches back. And it will be Turkey Valley winning this season opener. As a matter of fact, EDCO does not have to hand the football off again here. They do not have to take a snap, and EDCO will let the clock wind down. By the way, New Hampton has defeated MFL Marmac 22-19. Bulldogs had a shot at the end, but came up empty late in that ball game. So New Hampton beat MFL Marmac 22-19. Meanwhile, the clock winds down here, and it is Turkey Valley showing that they're definitely among the top 10 contenders in class in the 8-man game, I should say. And they come in here tonight against EDCO. They built an early 20-point lead. Vikings hung around, made some runs at them, but it is Turkey Valley winning our season opener by a final score of 46-26. When we return, we'll be back with game stats, coaching interviews. Your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to High School Football on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
As a busy mom, I have challenges keeping my family on track, but appointments for healthcare visits are no longer one of them. Veterans Memorial Hospital has now opened a new clinic and walk-on, so complete care for my entire family is more accessible than ever, and providers care for all ages, so everyone gets the care they need when they need it. It's a welcome addition for busy families like ours and our community. To learn more, go to veteransmemorialhospital.com.
Veterans Memorial.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Ray's Excavating, Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Ethan Kane Construction, if it don't drain, call Ethan Kane, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Welcome back once again here to Edgewood. Our final score, it is Turkey Valley defeating EDCO in our season opener, 46-26. That's your final score. Let's update you on other finals. New Hampton has defeated MFL Marmac tonight. Final score there, 22-19. Clayton Ridge over Postville, 32-12. Sumner Fred defeated Starmont, 44-6. And North Fayette Valley victorious over Southwind by a final score of 35-6. Good season opener tonight. So lots of offense in this game. It's the 8-man game after all. But for EDCO, again, compared to what you had to replace, a lot of positive. Even though you dropped this ball game, I think a lot of positive comes out of this ball game. Meanwhile, when you're talking about Turkey Valley, this is a top 10 team, and this team looked like here at times in mid-season form.
Yeah, they did. They were rushing the ball, throwing the ball. Noah Hansen had a great game tonight, and I think defensively there's some things that they want to fine-tune, but I think very disruptive up front and keeping EDCO out of their comfort zone of what they wanted to do.
Both teams scored on their opening drive. It was 8-6 at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, though, Turkey Valley took control. They had a good second quarter offensively as they put up 3 touchdowns in that quarter, so they led 26-14 at the half. EDCO scored in the second quarter to make it 26-12 on a 21-yard pass from Funk to Bergen, and that was a 4th down play, by the way. Yep. But EDCO got the ball back and marched inside the 20-yard line but just ran out of time. So they were trying to make it a one-score game at that time. And then, of course, EDCO did get back within one score on a 41-yard pass play from Funk to Rochford at 26-20. But then Turkey Valley answered. Hanson a 2-yard touchdown run. Then in the early part of the fourth quarter, Schmidt had a 2-yard touchdown run. So again, they go back up by 20. EDCO scores on a Cale Funk 45-yard pass play to Price Rochford. And that was on a fourth down play, by the way. And then it was the final score, touchdown scored there by Hanson on a 16-yard pass to Franzen. And that was on a fourth down play that made the score 46-26, your final score. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals. Let's start with Turkey Valley.
We'll start with the rushing. We had Carson Busta, 4 carries, 16 yards. Noah Hansen, 15 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Burke Busta, 6 carries, 63 yards. Oliver Schmidt, 22 carries, 97 yards. He had a touchdown. 47 carries on the ground, 230 yards. Noah Hansen had 10 completions on 12 attempts, 160 yards in the air, 4 touchdowns. He did have that 1 interception. His receivers tonight, Carson Busta with 2 catches, 28 yards. He had a touchdown. Calvin Bodensteiner, 2 catches, 22 yards. Chase Hayek, 2 catches, 37 yards. He had a touchdown. Oliver Schmidt, 2 catches, 39 yards. He had a touchdown. Burke Busta, 1 catch, 18 yards. Ryan Franzen, 1 catch, 16 yards, 1 touchdown. They had 158 yards in the air. 390 yards total offense tonight. For
Lots of weapons. Lots of weapons. Let's go to the totals now for Edgewood-Colesburg.
Edgewood-Colesburg on the ground. Dawson Bergen there, 2 carries, -3 yards. Cale Funk carrying the load tonight, 27 carries, 94 yards. Price Rochford, 2 carries, 13 yards. 31 carries, 106 yards on the ground. But I don't think that's the story because there was a lot of losses on some quarterback sacks. Cale Funk tonight throwing the ball 14 of 32. He had 240 yards in the air, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. A lot of targets then on the offensive end. Dawson Bergen had 9 catches, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. Price Rochford, 3 catches, 89 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 catch for Caden Cole for 31 yards, 1 catch for Bennett Stager, 8 yards, 240 yards offense in the air, 346 yards of offense for the EDCO Vikings tonight.
Yeah, so lots of positive there. A good night for them offensively, but tough to stop Turkey Valley. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll be joined by EDCO football coach James Rochford when our postgame show from Edgewood continues after this.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Welcome back once again here to Edgewood. Our final score tonight, Turkey Valley victorious 46-26 against Edgewood-Colesburg in our featured game tonight. We're joined by EDCO coach James Rochford. Coach, first off here, I think there's a lot of positive you get out of the season opener tonight. Not a bad night offensively overall.
No, and defensively too. I thought the kids played well. You know, they're big up front. We knew that coming in and what they want to do. And I thought our kids played well. I mean, the effort, I told the kids, their effort was there. The execution was not. We lined up off sides or went downfield when we weren't supposed to, or you know, whatever. We just we're young, and that's what you're going to get out of young, and so we just need to learn from it.
The other positive is, I mean, you got down early in this ball game, 26-6, but put yourselves in a situation in the third quarter to again try to tie this ball game, maybe take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, we were down 26-20, I think, in the third quarter, and our kids responded well. They didn't quit. Played hard. They played physical. And we needed this test because I told them, I said, I love the JV team, but the JV kids just cannot put on a varsity-like performance, and we needed to get hit and hit back. And I thought our kids did that. It's just a matter of they're a pretty dang good football team, and I respect that, and they're respectful kids and whatnot. But I thought our kids played hard, just not solid or well. So.
Right, I understand. Some of the false starts, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like I said, if that's in week 6, week 7, then you've got a concern, but some of that is part of the growing.
Yes, absolutely. It is, and I told them at halftime, I said, you guys are taking some butt chewings, and that happens, and we don't mean anything by it. We want you to win this game, not for us, for you, because you're playing hard, and why just give half the effort you should, and so the kids played hard. They really did. I love them for that.
Yeah, Kel Funk continuing to grow as a quarterback. He had 27 rushes, had 32 pass attempts in this ball game tonight. I think threw 4 touchdowns passes in this game, 2 to Dawson Bergen and 2 to Price Rochford.
Yeah, Kale's our rock. He's the guy that makes this thing go. He's the guy that, if he ran a 5-5, our offense wouldn't be near as good because he's dangerous back there by himself and making good decisions. And he's allowed to change play calls. If he makes a change, then I just deal with it and live with it. And I told him, I said, you own those. And I own my play calls, and they're not always right. So you live with that, and Kale does a great job, and he's always got a smile on his face. And in third quarter, I didn't see a smile, and I said, you okay? And he just smiled, and he says, yeah, Coach, I'm fine. So, he was coming around. He just he was thinking and whatnot, but he's a great kid, and he's a great leader.
All right, defensively. Seems like a better second half defensively.
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach Hanna did a great job showing them some things up, it just is one of those things where defense is a little bit easier to adjust to than offense. We tried to make some adjustments, but the kids kind of got hit in the mouth and came back out second half, and Coach made some adjustments, and they played well. They played hard, and you can't fault them for effort.
All right, schedule-wise here, I think it's Springville next week because you guys have had to make some changes to your schedule already, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so let's talk about Springville next week.
Well, we don't know a ton about Springville. We've been concentrating on Turkey. I assume there's going to be a lot of trick plays for like a 2-point conversion stuff, and they're probably going to try to spread us out a little bit. If they've seen this game, they will probably try to run on us a little bit more. Because spread out, we're kind of used to that. That's what we do. That's our forte. And so we cover that fairly well. But, the defensive line is all new. And so linebackers are new. So, I mean, we have to do our responsibilities defensively and especially at the end position, linebacker position that contain. So, but we'll be prepared.
All right, Coach, we'll talk to you in our countdown show next week. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks against Central City. Good luck to you guys.
All right, thank you.
EDCO football coach James Rochford on his Viking team. They drop a 46-26 decision. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll wrap things up here from Community Dreams Field in Edgewood. You're listening to High School Football from KCTN Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Welcome back once again here. We continue our post-game show on Keys.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
EDCO Football is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and by Car Auto Group.